Smitty, if you're gonna get a kill, man, you will get it on that. Let me tell you, that gun is ridiculous. That kit is ridiculous.
Dude, what if Smitty busts out and grabs a 3K first round?
Attackers need to locate and defend
and I will
as many
eat crow.
bombs as they can.
What?
You hear that saying?
Why am I gonna
Maybe
get
not.
eaten?
I don't know. I do know this. Uka has not been very
Attackers have located the
kind to
bomb.
anybody today. It's been a bloodbath for the most part. A lot of L's for the defense taking on Hookah. And this is a, if I'm looking at the Wolves lineup, they are looking to kill and they are looking to maim. And there's no in between. I don't think there's not a single C4. Just straight guns. All gas, no brakes.
Seconds to insertion.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be what finally cracks the Hookah problem, because I mean, like you said, Hookah has not been kind. Now, Wichita Wolves, you know, like you said, have a lot of good guns on their side. Can they
What's he
utilize
doing?
them? Reed is going for a spawn peek on the Thunderbird. Well, unfortunately for him, no one actually spawned in ruins. So I was kind of excited to see if Reed was able to get one. But call out will be at the receiving end. Slothy, the man who I said would pop off today. Fingers crossed, he didn't have a good performance last week, and I hate seeing rookies not do well. He'll get the opening frag of the match as Shu, the sub, I completely forgot. Shu is playing. I freaking love this guy, and he's going to nab 2 as well as light up Mo. Significantly, in fact. And what, 40 seconds into the round? We're in a 5v3. 5v2. I don't know why I just said 3. Can't count.
It's okay, because, I mean, quite literally, this round melted. Reed, okay, headshot machine gets his first headshot of the game, but it's pretty much all for now. We're in a 1v4. Slothy holding down this critical rotation of the big window as well, and I was VOD reviewing the Wichita Wolves game from last week. They played Surf. Call out Spawn Peak. You know what I wrote? Why the hell is Call out Spawn Peak in? Out of all the people in this lobby to be Spawn Peaking, Call out is probably 8th out of 10th. With Smitty and Reed probably behind. They shouldn't be peeking either. That's the second time, like, second consecutive game. He just gets domed off spawn immediately. Make it make sense. He's gone. And that round was just straight up. That was just two
Murder.
people walk into the double door. Sunrise get mowed down like it's D-Day. Not a good start. You're Wichita.
Yeah, not a lot for us to really pick apart either. That was just
Yeah, they just kind of died, didn't they?
Nocturns just walked in and
Did they even do a take? Like they didn't
Killed
even
everyone.
have to do a take. They just kind of walked in the building, aimed, and the round was over.
yeah, I mean, I think they went for a sunrise take, and then the sunrise take went way better than they expected, and then they just transitioned that to a round win. So big ups to Slothy, as well as Shu, the duo entry, who were both those players in Sunrise, killing literally everything standing in their way. And by the way, so something we hadn't mentioned. Lackey Pox, Slothy, and Exod. The player missing here is Sykes, and Nocturne's official sub is Shu, who played...
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
I don't even remember the last time I casted Shu. Maybe he was on Wichita Wolves, like the smoke break Wichita Wolves, briefly, I think, very briefly. And after that, I don't even know what teams he played for. I remember the first time I saw him was Lycus Empire with like Rice, Hixer, Wi-Fi, and Schnitzel. So I'm glad Shu is finally getting this shot at his CL team, whether or not it's on the active roster or the sub, and he's already doing well in round number 1. Wichita Wolves continuing to want to play aggressively, though not quite as aggressively as last round.
My first interaction with Shu is I saw his Twitter was just Shu R6, and I was just like, people just put R6 after literally anything. What in the world is that grenade and Shu with the opener at the same time? It's a trade, but what? He threw an impact and then another nade landed on him at that exact moment.
That was really
It
funny.
doesn't get more unfortunate than that. What was
Although,
that?
I mean, you lose a Vigil, but you trade out the Iana?
It's Slothy, too.
Yeah, I take that. And actually, so Shu grabbed the finisher, but of course, because Slothy got the down, he's credited with the kill, so it's 3 for Slothy right now. Lackey's going to find the feet of somebody. It looks like that was... I don't even know who the hell that was. probably wasn't Reed, because Reed is looking to re-engage over towards White. He's going to slowly walk up and win against Lackey. Reed, the headshot machine, gets his second kill of the game and puts the man advantage squarely in his team's favor by one man. Now, Shu and Exod, they're both still up. We still have the Finka with full utility, mind you, and as Callout eats a lot of damage, sure, it's a one-man disadvantage for Nocturns, but the HP, it's looking better and better for them. Both Reed and Callout will be dispatched in just 1 or 2 bullets. They're all going to fall off this top floor. They figure, hey, 2 minutes wasted. We can go back to site and play the anchor game. Although, as I say that, it looks like Reed is looking to stay upstairs. Or no, he was breaking the hatch. I thought he was making bailiff holes.
Interesting final bit of action possible for Nocturns. And Molest just going to sit under this window and dare Nocturns to do something about it. The stun is actually going to give him away, as she has got a full load of drones, but there's literally no other drones on the map except his. So he's going to have to rely on the stun, and you have to rely on the pre-firing from Mohest to give away the fact that he could take this gunfight, but a narrow miss might be the miss that cost him this round, because they definitely needed that to establish control. But Mohest will die to Pox anyway, but Pox instantly dropped down. Shu will find a second. And this is a 2v2 all of a sudden. With Callout on low HP, it doesn't matter. He gets domed by Exod and Smitty hiding in a corner. Smitty! You gotta contribute, buddy. You lay in there getting pinged. And he gets slammed by Shu. I think got 3 there.
Yeah, he got 3 after taking, I think, the down on that Slothy got. And that was Nocturnes with a really good recovery. So their initial roam clear wasn't great. It was okay. It was passable. They went 1 for 1. They got the roamers back without suffering any further losses, with the exception of the Jackal, but it's a Jackal. Roam is already done and dusted. You don't really need the Jackal for anything else. And then it comes down to the execute. They're able to get the first pick onto Mo because he's rotating around kitchen window. He kind of screwed himself with that positioning, because once you're there, if the attackers are 1, taking from the window, and 2, taking from court, you don't really have much of an escape. So Pox cuts him down pretty easily. Sure, Pox gets refragged, but Shu answers. We're at 2v2. But the last remaining Wichita Wolves players are in some very interesting positions, CJ. Callout is sitting in courtyard, and Smitty is prone in Harry Potter.
You know what he's doing? He's like role-playing as a plant. I'm not sure what he was doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure the plan from Smitty was, hey, time is so low, I'm just going to hide. But unfortunately for him, and because, there's no notification when he gets Z-pinged, unfortunately for him, he was getting pinged the entire time. So what he thought was a sneaky hiding spot ended up being probably one of the freest freebies of Shu's life. And once again, we have a spawn peek, although this time, it's not Reed, it's not Callout, it's Freak on the Vigil. Already tearing down the sunrise doorway, but there is no one for him to find. In fact, he's not really spawn peeking. He's just playing aggressively outside the doorway, or within the doorway, hopefully to catch one of the Nocturnes members off guard, maybe mid-sprint, heading over towards sunrise, but figures, hey, I've overstayed my welcome. He's going to break the window instead, and while they're already watching it, Lackey will get an early freebie to put us in a 5 versus 4, and Smitty might be next, but no! He'll take the head off a Shu, and there we go, Smitty. That's what we're looking for. He won't be refragged just yet, though he is playing with fires. Now the Jaeger comes in to support this office hole.
Okay, so the top rank for Nocturnes just got obliterated by
an analyst.
By an analyst. Not even the coach. Not even the he's just the analyst. And he can't even hit a drone. Smitty goes from slamming, top fragging Zofia with an LMG to he's struggling with this. He is literally struggling mightily with this drone right now. This drone is the biggest demon he's ever encountered. Flashbangs flying out above him, not below him. And with the pings coming out as well, Smitty has to swing.
Oh,
and Lackey picked an interesting time to go on his Inox. Mohest's going to swing off the pool table as well. And with synergy from Callout, it's just Slothy all of a sudden.
Well, what was that timing, man? Lackey, you had the ping on Smitty. You had the ping. And you knew that he was at least in a very good position to wide swing that doorway. And you still turned off the glasses. Now, CJ, I'm going to go out on a limb. I feel like that may have been a fat finger. If so, Super unfortunate. If it wasn't, then Lackey, I don't know what the hell you're doing there. But either way, I feel like that was definitely a kill that changed the round's course. It was looking pretty good for Nocturns up until that point, but with Smitty holding down bottom floor, you saw the rest of Nocturns had to kind of scramble after that point. Pox was able to get his own kill before he was, immediately refragged, and Slothy was left in a 1vx, hopping into Sunrise with no info, in which the Jaeger was already there. So finally, Wichita Wolves are able to take a round. Round number 3 goes their way. But again, I have to say, I think that's more on Nocturns being messy and maybe caught off guard a little bit, kind of due to more misplays from them than good adaptation from the Wolves.
Hey, Smitty taketh. Smitty giveth away, but Smitty taketh. That's pretty much what I will describe that round as.
Yeah.
As such.
Lackey doesn't have a kill yet. Come on, Lackey.
Lackey.
He's got 3 assists.
I mean, listen, this is coming from a guy who panic knifed on land. Vertical was running at me, right? And I just hit the wrong button. Right?
It happens.
It happens. I would 100% not be surprised if that's what happened to Lackey, and that changed the whole scope of that round. And there's another spawn peak, lo and behold. Callouts practice this one. You see, he's pre-aiming it. He does about 20 damage.
But
rotates back inside. I mean, at least he didn't die instantly. I'm telling you, call out like he did it against Surf, just got folded like some laundry. He did it here, got folded again. This time he did some damage, but he didn't die. So that's progress, right? Improvement, round by round, 1% better every day.
I mean, hey, at the very least, there's the psychological factor that, hey, we're going to have to start checking for spawn peaks every single round. That maybe slows them down just a little bit. And Exod, who got lit up earlier, will end up being finished off. That's Freak with the opening pick before Lackey trades for his first kill. And he's just going to keep the ball rolling. Reed gets caught in kegs, and the site is completely open. Mo at least gets one back. He sees the feet through the holes, unable to connect, and nearly loses his life. He will go down and killed by Shu. 2 versus 3, but here, perfect timing from Freak, but it's not enough. Lackey finds a third. Now it's Smitty in the 1 versus 2. Can the analyst step up when it counts? Pox is getting the plant down, but Lackey's just toying with his food at this point. It's a 4K for the Jackal, and Nocturns go up 3-1.
Lackey, that was just, what Nocturnes said, I'm done with the fork and knife gameplay. We're just going to push in service. And Lackey, instead of just sitting outside letting Smittasus decide the tempo of the round, Nocturnes decided we're just going to shove our faces into service.
Is it Smitacious?
Smittasus? I'm not sure, actually. I mean, I've never thought I'd ever be in a position where I have to say his name out loud.
I'm pretty sure it's Smitacious, which is what, but he said, he says he can just call him Smitty.
When you see Seuss, you think like sous chef,
Smitasu.
But I mean, Nocturne's just enough. They were enough playing the games, right? Just gonna push in the site. We're gonna take what's ours and put in the work and put in the hours. And it did.
Yeah. Did you actually just quote that song?
What do you mean?
No, nothing.
What you talking about? All I know is we're at double bars again.
Smitty's top fragging with Mo. Look at him go.
We're also looking at a Blackbeard. How often you see that?
Wow, that is disgusting. Pox, professional Rainbow Six TikTok star, is on the BB. Why? I don't know, because if there's any site that you want hard breach on, it's probably double bar. But
BB though, they're peeking me.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess he wants
they
to
do be peeking. I mean, Wills has literally swung like maniacs.
Smitty also just chucked a prox outside.
Gotta do what you do.
You got the drone that time.
When Valk's man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, we'll see if the Blackbeard comes into play, as he's the first person attempting to challenge the office push, and wow, it actually worked. If he didn't have BB, he might not have gotten that kill, but Lackey is not long for this world, though Pox gets a second, and Freak demolishes Exot off the window, and another, no, sorry, I thought Freak was able to get that pre-fire. It's actually Pox with his third. I guess Pox is just a Blackbeard menace? He's still even got the second shield up. And now, after an initial play from one of the worst operators and worst primary guns in the game, it's a 3v2. And both last defenders are on like 1 HP, and there is a whole 2 minutes to play with. That may have been the best Blackbeard take I have ever seen.
Man, how quickly you forget 2016.
Well,
Just
I mean,
felt like another-
obviously, I mean, like, in recent events. I'm not talking about, like, 800 HP Blackbeard.
Well, you
bro.
did say ever.
All right, my bad. Let me refine. That is probably the best Blackbeard take I've seen in the past, like, 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, 3 years, yeah, definitely. I mean, this is the perfect scenario for it. You got a team that's just...
And a fourth!
Another one. Will he ace on Blackbeard? Is that what we're about to witness?
I want it so bad.
I mean, Reed's asking for it. Reed's going to swing him.
No!
But it's going to be the
Shoo!
kill. Disgusting. I wanted the BBAs.
I'm actually so angry right now.
I mean, is that Pox or is that Young out there? Is that Pingu or Pox?
I was trying to think of more, like, famous Blackbeard players I haven't drawn a blank.
Damn. I know Young. I know Pingu. I know...
I can't think of another, like... I can't think of another person who was, like, famous for playing the Blackbeard.
I'm sure I know it's just like eluding me for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so long since we haven't even had to think about that. But I guess
It's been like 4 years.
it worked. I mean, we saw the effects, right? If he didn't have the shield, he would have probably died to Smitty. He got 2 kills after that. And then the 4th, he would have also probably died if he didn't have that shield. So in essence, that was perfect Blackbeard play. Blackbeard's ability is, I'm going to win a gunfight that I shouldn't have without this shield. And he did that twice. And then 2 more on top of that. So, well done, Pox. He just went from 2-2 to 6-2 because of frickin' Blackbeard. God, I hate... What a dumb operator.
And this is... Honestly, it's like the way the Wolves are playing literally every round. I mean, there has not been a round where they've chilled on this.
Sure.
They have swung spawn peak, challenged the doors. They don't, like, there's still no C4s. They're not playing for vertical play and off intel and, like, they're actively just swinging. Look at Freak. What is he doing? What the Freak doing? He's just sitting here peeking. I mean,
Playing like his
so
namesake.
why not? Why not play Blackbeard? I mean, it makes perfectly logical sense.
I
think I saw, like, Arabellum, when they played FPL Queens, they did the same thing. Because, just a Blackbeard. Spirits hit a Twitter clip on Blackbeard because all the other team did was peek him, and, well,
he did
just
that
like that.
He did that during SI calls, remember, on Clubhouse?
Yeah.
It worked
Just-
beautifully.
I mean, as you can see, the Wolves trying to prevent Nocturnes from entering the building. Finally, some reprieve. Smitty has been literally the top fragger for his team right now. Okay, well, it's tied with Freak, but he will assist in trading back the onslaught that Nocturnes has put out. And Reed, wow, like 10,000 miles away with the SMG. Ends lackey. But more importantly, Crow, the Blackbeard is alive.
Yeah. More importantly, it's Pox and Shu, the 2 top fraggers, not only on their team, but in the lobby with a Blackbeard and a Zoe LMG. Shu is going to try and bait out the utility as Pox holding flank and luggage. He loses a shield and gains the kill onto Smitty. Now we're back to an even 2 versus 2. Reed with 2 gas canisters remaining, but that's all they have for plant denial. And CJ, there is a minute 20 left for Nocturnes to play with. They are not pressed for time whatsoever, and Shu is going to expertly keep baiting out this utility? Reed uses the second, and that's it. There's no more gas. I don't know if maybe he thought Shu was sticking it, but either way, that could be a misplay that cost him the round. Plant is going down. Here's the swing from the smoke, but he actually kills Pox. Shu, he needs to land the shots. He'll get one, but looks away from the Jaeger. Let me tell you, that is not how I thought that round would end up transpiring. At all.
I mean, I thought, you know, Reed probably got a awful call. They're sticking, so he threw 2 smokes. I get it. That happens. So when I think once Reed throws that smoke, it's like, well, your Blackbeard, you typically when you deny that plant, you have to swing the, I guess from the attacker's point of view, you have to swing the left wall like 100%. It said the swing came from close, which I think Pox somewhat successfully dealt with, except I guess he didn't really, because the guy didn't die apparently. I don't know what happened. Right? Maybe there's some Vaseline on his mouse. But Pox doesn't get that kill.
Attackers need to locate
We can blame the
and
fire
defuse
rate.
bombs.
Yeah, it is a horrible gun. You did say that earlier.
It's freaking.
That gun sucks. It's a far cry from the days where you could touch someone twice with 7 million damage and just drop them and body shot them. But yeah, I mean, it's probably a kill Pox. 9 out of 10 times he doesn't. Because again, he's probably expecting that player to swing off the single wall first, which didn't happen. It's actually the smoke.
But I feel like the positioning in general was a little off from Pox, right? Because if the two options are close chassis or
10 seconds
left
left
wall,
before insertion.
or are you just kind of like sitting out in the open exposed to both of them? You can play closer to the edge of the double door and still cover your planter from both angles.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Maybe Pox has PTSD from covering his planter and someone just shadow peeks, dips around the corner, and look
maybe.
at this. Another spawn peek. Those Nocturns, keep in mind, they have switched sides.
Nope.
And the spawn peeking is reoccurring. But it's just Nocturnes this time, though they look a little more balanced in terms of their lineup. C4's abundant, Exod and Shu. But I imagine you're still going to see intense physical gameplay from the defenders.
Certainly hope it's physical gameplay.
Smitty's on Iona, by the way. Just-
Metaphysical or metaphorical. I don't know where that joke was going. Yeah, Smitty's on Iona. I mean, he was playing Oryx and like Wamai, so he was playing.
I don't know. It's hard for me to visualize sometimes.
Yeah, I mean the analyst on the Fragger. He's duo entrying with Freak. We've also got Dokkaebi coming out, so we didn't really see any flank watch, dedicated quote unquote flank watch operator from the attack of Nocturnes. They were running, standard duo entry with Finka, Hard Breach, and Flex. But we've got the Dokkaebi's not really like a flank watch. People just kind of use her as such because she doesn't have to be with the team to use her utility. So that's understandable. But call out breaking the wall, breaking the barricade actually wins that against Slothy. Smitty gets one on Cool Vibes. Freak another to trade back his fallen teammate. And out of nowhere, after a blitz from the Wolves, I guess, Nocturnes find themselves with one man left. As Freak finds his second, it's Pox alone, and he dies walking in the middle of the site. Okay.
Just want to remind everyone, the site was Blue Bar. Just putting that out there. It wasn't hookah. It wasn't, the site was hookah. Or it was Blue Bar. But all the killing was around hookah. I mean, let me rub my eyes here. Did you see any like actual setup upstairs or anything? Just no.
I don't think so.
It really wasn't. But there's a whole lot of dying occurring around there. Of course, lobby as well. The resistance from Nocturnes was very much futile. And literally everywhere that there was a gunfight, they just disappeared before they ever even got in an inch of the site. I guess towards the end there was like one kill, but like what?
Defuse as many bombs as they can.
Welcome to Coastline.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I love how the players are talking to Twitch chat while the game is going on.
Bomb located by attackers.
Because this match is, I guess we can acknowledge it, right? This match is pre-recorded. Now, we don't know the result. Nobody knows the result.
They leaked
It is not
this is a
spoiled.
simulation.
I have absolutely no idea who wins this game. And if anyone spoils it, I'll be very angry. I will come for you. But, yeah, I mean, like you said, last round,
5
Nocturnes
seconds to insertion.
simply did not fight back. And that was kind of all there was to it.
Well, they fought back. They
Attackers'
just
objective
lost.
is to defuse a
Well,
bomb.
yeah. That's what I mean. The fight back was so ineffective that they might as well not have at all. But we're on Kitchen now. Different bomb site. Maybe different level of firepower. They got a Frost now. That's cool. Frost on this site in particular, I think, is a little bit odd, but it stops the window jump in. I don't really know what else it would kind of really be guaranteed to stop, but it's going to be a top floor clear to start off once again from the Wolves. I mean, a big difference from the Wolves attacks from Nocturns is that Nocturns were not bringing a sledge. So we see Wichita Wolves are obviously very intent on clearing and using the vertical play to the best of their ability as Freak gets the opener on Exod.
Thanks. I would say bringing the Frost explicitly to deny kitchen window jumping is not, it's not the worst. Obviously, she brings the shield as well, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Especially if he, like, six that. I didn't catch that or not. Mohes just shadow peeks you.
Wow.
That gun's not supposed to hit like it used to, but he's making it look like old times. Once again, Nocturne's just melting before any sight engagement actually happens. And they've got quite the setup here in Sunrise, which, by the way, there might be a Frostman under those windows as well. Slothy's going to trade back onto Freak, who's been a menace on Ash. Maybe that's what Nocturnes needs to take another round. What is that, a distraction shot? A warning shot, Smitty?
I freaked out because you didn't expect the Banshee to be there. He'll nade it off. Make his entry in. He's going to have to contest with Lackey, though, hidden right around the corner. Smitty is also just going to dry nade the shield. Now, luckily, he's got a Gaunt 6 to follow up and actually wins the fight against Lackey. What? Nice shot indeed. Pox is the next to fall. It's Slothy 1 versus 4. He's got a win against the SMG-12 as well as all the backup coming through the kitchen doorway. There's one on Tariq. Down goes the Finka, but he's now full flashed. And Smitty puts him out of his misery. Wichita Wolves with round number 8. We equalize 4-4.
Honestly, I don't know why I'm surprised by this, considering I watched the Casanova R6 sub in for one shot and do better than Swaylin.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Jared was popping off.
He goes by Jared Casanova, Cat Penguin Lips.
I've known him for like 3 years. I'm very good friends with Casanova.
I mean, it's like,
I love him.
This isn't surprising. We literally saw Casanova do it. I'm watching Smitasus just snap on a Lackey. Once again, he's tied with Freak for leading the team.
I cannot believe Lackey lost that fight.
Look, and when this is pre-recorded,
like
we've already acknowledged that.
Wow.
But I don't know exactly what happens, and I swear to God, if Nocturnes loses to a coach,
I think the only people who know are the players, like the teams, and Ferme and Bob. And Ferme and Bob have been very tight-lipped about it. And even then, Ferme knows the result of the game, but he doesn't know like how it transpired, you know? So like he just knows the score. That's it. So, you know, despite being pre-recorded, this is still new for all of us. So we're equalized now, 4-4. Nocturnes will play Hookah for the first time, which was, fun fact, the only defensive site that Wichita Wolves won. And they won it 2 out of 3 times. So this is obviously a stronger site this map. Slothy is going to destroy Smitty, but wow, Freak snaps onto Exod after refragging the Malusi. And now Wichita Wolves turn their attention to the man who was in kitchen. That's Lackey on the Jaeger, who might be started to be bear down upon, but looks like Wichita Wolves aren't too concerned anymore. They don't want to dedicate too many resources to this clear, I don't think, but they're double droning him out. They'll probably spot him soon enough and just sit someone downstairs and to watch and wait for Lackey's position rather than just straight hunt him. Freak actually takes a bullet through the kitchen wall from the spray of Lackey. That was kind of an impressive shot from the Jaeger, even though it didn't kill. And although, you know, it's a one-man disadvantage here for Nocturnes, Freak is very low, but Wolves do have a lot of time to play with.
Can't say enough about how Freak's playing this far. I will say, despite having the man count, there's really not a lot of map control necessarily. Wichita Wolves, granted, we're literally a minute into the round. Big window repel. This is a crucial gunfight. Pox doesn't shoot. Oh, he's just kidding. Pox just scalps Freak off the window. Flash is coming in from Hookah in there. We see the repel and Aqua as well coming through. And at the end of all of this, we are at a 2 versus 2. Pox is still in a critically powerful position. I don't think there's any real way they can deal with him, considering Khalid's already used his grenades, and Mohes does have grenades, but keep in mind, if Pox has one mine, he's yeeting discs as we speak, meaning this is going to have to be one hell of a pinch from Callout And Mo Hess, this is the Wichita Wolves synergy. This is why they 9 to 5. They absolutely baptized Pox, and Lackey trying to help his teammate gets handled as well. And Wichita Wolves, we changed our votes. We changed. Did you change yours?
I don't know. I don't recall.
Oh my God, yes, you did. We
changed. For me,
just
went in my ear like, yes, both of you changed your vote. Like,
yes, you both did. Yes, we did. I thought Nocturns was gonna raffle stomp, and I literally did not think Smitty was gonna get a kill. Okay, I said those exact words. Smitty will be lucky to get a kill. Why wouldn't I? Nocturns, to be fair to them, they're also playing with the sub. Shu is not Sykes. Shu is playing very well right now. They're missing Sykes. Sykes has single-handedly megamorphed this team. You know, they lost freaking Mo. We have totally disregarded that. Freaking Mo used to be on Nocturns. But like, because we beat it to death for CL playoffs, but like, freaking Mo, you know, we thought Nocturns was dead in the water once they lost freaking Mo to Wolves. Sykes joins the team, completely changes them into a playoff team again, and we're like, oh my God, Dauntless, Coach of the Year. And then they lose Sykes to God knows what. I don't know. Did he have an ankle? Did he sprain his ankle and he can't play? I don't know. But
no idea.
Shu's playing now.
Yes.
I feel like Nocturnes has to do this minigame every stage. Maybe that's why they're losing here.
Maybe. Shu is also on fire on the attack. Hasn't done a lot on the defense. Neither has Slothy, I think. Slothy had what? 6 kills on the attack, something like that. Most of Nocturnes have gone relatively quiet on this defense now. I mean, they haven't won a single round. It's been 3 attacks in a row from Wichita Wolves. Nocturnes have played 3 different sites and haven't found success on any of them. So they'll repeat Hookah for the second round in a row. Figure, hey, that one was close. Let's try it again. We got it this time. Mo is holding a gunner hole right now on the double window, praying for someone to come by and peek him, but no dispose of themselves just yet. I mean, you know, whether or not someone exposes themselves, it's still a good position to hold, but looks like Wichita Wolves are droning out the downstairs first. They see that it is completely clear. Downstairs is ripe for the taking. They will start turning their attention towards the hookah balcony as well as Cool Vibes.
Pox, just honestly, the way he's crouched on the single, this dude is actively looking for a fight against the window. And Lack, speaking of looking for a fight, Wolves looking for a fight at Cool Vibe Stairs, and they're gonna get what they want, except it doesn't go their favor. 2 dead players there. And now this attack is somewhat looking like it's dead in the water. You've got a player on Repel creating some misdirection, but Lackey, you don't peek into the sniper. That is Reed. You will get traded instantly by Exod. This is looking like Nocturnes' first defense, barring a biblical cause.
Yeah, unfortunately for Callout, his nade will go wasted. He wanted to clear the shield. Luckily, there's the second. But Exod is holding firm. He does not care. He's going to sit here. He's got a crossfire with his teammate, and wow, the crossfire isn't even going to be needed. Pox is just holding the angle and snipes Callout. That leaves it on Mo. 1 versus 4 with 47 seconds on the board. He'll spot Exod rotating down to the Cool Vibes platform. He'll tag up the Goyo, but unable to find the kill, and the situation pretty much worsens as he wastes his frag grenade to clear a corner that no one is sitting in. More shots rain in his direction as Pox is just fishing for this final kill. In comes the Finka, but he's got 4 different angles to worry about, and well, the ones he's actually checking, no one's exposing themselves to. Nocturnes are playing this very passively, very smartly, not wanting to give Mo the 1v1s he's looking for. Now that there's only 15 seconds left, everyone from Nocturne springs into action, and it's Shu credited with the final kill, and we finally see a defensive win.
I'm also not sure what the Cool Vibes push was, but seemed like it was
a walk-up.
It's not a bad call at all. Listen, I mean, up vibes in a site is it works quite a bit, but it seemed like it was ill-advised, ill-timed. Wasn't synergized with anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, there was someone on Aqua Repel, probably like, "What the hell are you guys doing? I'm not even ready yet." So that's something. double push that just doesn't work out, and that whole round is lost just like that in the blink of an eye.
Locate and defuse bombs.
And once again, this double bar site. Last time I think this is the opening defense. Nocturns literally lost everyone outside of the site. Nothing ever happened anywhere near the site. There was never any actual site pressure. It was just Wichita trying to enter the building, and well, they did. And literally everyone from Nocturnes died trying to stop it. Except one guy, I think, who died in the site at the end, but there's no action around the site.
Yeah, that was Pox, but he was crouch walking in the middle of Sunrise.
Yeah, he's just like, what happened to my team?
10 seconds to insertion.
What
He was
happened?
going looking
Like,
for
he
him.
just- like he woke up in the middle of a
10 seconds to insertion.
cataclysmic event. Like, what happened? Fox has 10
Slept through
kills.
the end of the world.
To defuse a bomb.
I mean,
Speaking of
literally.
Pox.
I mean,
Speaking of
Fox
Pox.
went like, Fox. Okay.
He's
One of the
top
critical
dragon.
points was Fox had to step up. Fox was like, I don't know if he was one that had 1 kill or 3 kills, but the support play for Nocturnes on Coastline against Aerial Academy last week, they were getting ran.
Yeah.
But that's not the case today.
No. Pox is doing very well for himself. Also got Slothy and Shu on 8 kills apiece. Freak has been the star player for Wichita Wolves so far. Smitty not far behind, though. Everyone else has begun to catch up as Wichita Wolves, had that streak right after the half switch. Slothy will now don the position we saw Smitty play so many times. That's in office as the cap can. CJ, not an operator that we often see, but as the drone gets shot, the Jaeger very, very narrowly escapes his undoing. Inside the kitchen doorway, Freak with a watchful eye, waiting patiently for Lackey to expose himself. But this Jaeger is very content with not moving back out the doorway. Happy to sit in kitchen as, well, holding kitchen for blue bar, depending on how the attackers take. Kitchen can be a very good position to hold and hold on to, but Mo looked like he just tried to dry walk into office. And he'll pay the price. Slothy finds the first frag. That is Finka dead. That is a powerful operator. No longer available. As Slothy's looking for more, he catches Reed just kind of wandering around outside. Pre-firing barricades with the DMR. It's 2 for the cap can and none for the attack.
You say we rarely see it. It's gained a little bit of popularity.
Attackers recovered the
Just
diffuser.
slapping. Well, we'll have to see. Can Smitty keep this up? That's the one thing with Casanova. When he was coaching, subbing in and dominating for one shot, a lot of that was on defense. Lackey gonna find Freak. And the Ionical, and speaking of it, from Smitty.
Oh.
It's much harder to replicate and hide your coach on attack. Wolves were successful in doing so through a good portion of their attack half, but now the Nocturnes, with 2 in a row, put themselves in a match point scenario.
Flawless round, too, to boot.
Dominantly. I mean, that was a stark contrast to the first round of the defense half. That was just...
Yeah. A 3K with a cap can as well. Well done, Slothy. While his utility, I don't know how effective it was because I don't think we heard any explosions. He certainly did work with the 9x19, which is a very potent SMG. It's just a shame that doesn't see a lot of play because it is on Capcan and Tachanka. Tachanka has that LMG that everyone always runs because of the destructive power, blah, blah, blah. But that round, it was a lot of Wichita Wolves walking around and then dying, right? Kill 1, Mo walks into office and dies. Kill 2, Reed is walking around outside, not
he do
looking
be
at the
walking.
open window 10 feet to his right, and
I mean,
dies.
he do be walking.
Freak is peeking down Cool Vibes with not a lot of intel, tries to walk down, and Lackey swings him from Harry Potter right under his sight. And, I mean, at that point, it was 5 versus 2. Not a lot for Wichita Wolves to do in that situation at all. Like you said, they put themselves on map point. Now they got to defend Kitchen, a site that they were very unsuccessful in doing the previous go-around. But hey, if they can go back to hookah and take it, and go back to the double bar and take it, maybe the trend will continue.
10 seconds to go.
And you see this Sunrise setup. And I say setup very loosely. And there's maybe a shield, a couple clones.
Defuse a bomb.
Capcan traps above. So there's a little bit of everything everywhere. Got Capcan traps above. Never mind. Capcan traps above.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, let's take a look at this setup, everyone. There are indeed cap controls. No, I mean, there's Frost, man. You know, we were questioning the Frost early on. I mean, it makes sense. If they're playing Sunrise so heavily, there's a lot of good spots in there for the traps. But I guess the problem with the strategy defensively is, well, Wichita can just come in above from hookah and from literally everywhere above. And with the exception of some traps, no one's there from Nocturne. There's literally no resistance. They can work the site as they wish. And it also means that service is pretty exposed as well, should that actually develop into the attack. So that's, I guess, the con with investing so much towards Sunrise. The question is...
Exod might have a C4 with Callout's name on it. He's getting ready. Up it goes. Is it going to catch him? No, it does absolutely 0 damage because Callout is already on the bed. He'll catch a bullet into the leg of the cap can as well. So damage done. C4 wasted. So far, effective use of that sledge. He's also got plenty of holes open above kegs, making it pretty much completely unplayable. I mean, you are simply not going to sit there. So one less position for the attackers to worry about. Callout now looking to open up lobby, restricting Lackey's rotatability and his positioning. He's kind of confined now to this area of main, as well as maybe to rotate into courtyard where someone else from the attack can be watching and waiting. Freak is looking for these picks from below. He will dance a little bit with, I believe that's Exod, but neither party will land any shots. And the cap can turns his sight to Harry Potter, playing under cool vibes. It's been 2 minutes for Wichita Wolves, but other than sledging and clearing out a few positions, there's not a lot of map control to speak of. Though, as I say that, Callout gets one. Slothy is able to land one, but what? How does Smitty win that? How does... Dude, that is like the 5th time this game Smitty has just won a gunfight he shouldn't have. Callout gets another on the Pox. It's a 2 versus 3. What should be a 3v2 right now is instead reversed. Wichita Wolves have the man advantage, and now it's a 1v3. It's Lackey against the world to stave off OT.
Honestly not sure how to put that. Smitty finally gets belted by Lackey. This is doable for Lackey if he lands these shots. He doesn't know the sledge is in on his right, though. Doesn't get the audio cues or anything, really. He finally does, pre-firing through. Knows he's prone, wins that fight. That's the case. There's 15 seconds. You know Lackey is going to be in a position where Freak's coming for him. Freak smells him. Freak's pre-firing. And he's actually going to win it. What? How did Freak get the angle with that pistol around the corner? I guess there was a...
Oh, it was just a... Yeah.
Wow. When did that happen? Either way, Smitty winning gunfights, he should. Yes, you're right. How in the world is this? Look at the replay. He crouches mid-air.
I can't believe he won that.
He crouches mid-air and kills him. And then Lackey, this is just tragic.
Yeah, Lackey... I'm not quite sure why Lackey engaged towards bathroom. Because he has the advantage. I mean, there's no way Freak is going to win that fight, right?
That's what you think.
Attackers need to
This is such low time, right? You're fishing for the fight like that is just not a play. But I mean, whatever. It was a 1v3 to begin with. Lackey was never supposed to win that round. Nocturns... That was odd. I mean, dude. Slothy, how did you not kill Smitty there? First of all, Mo just kind of dropped despite the drone getting shot right behind the doorway.
Yeah,
that was kind of weird.
That was
like to start with. And then after Mo dies midair to someone watching the hatch, Smitty is like, my turn.
10 seconds to insertion.
I mean, it worked, but it really shouldn't.
5 seconds left.
That was a situation of Nocturnes. I mean, if Slothy had grabbed that kill, we could be looking at a different round. But all in all, Wichita Wolves had a good recovery. They hit some shots that they shouldn't have. And now we find ourselves in overtime. But it's been 4-2 attacking halves. And guess who starts attack? It's Nocturnes. And once again, the Blackbeard's in play. We have Pox back on the operator. He got like 5 kills in 2 rounds with.
I'm pretty sure like most of his kills have just been
4 of those were in 1 round, but
he had like 1 or 2 on another. About half his kills. Just Blackbeard. What an existence you live. It's
Double
unbelievable.
digits, half of them on the BB.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Keep yourself in this game. Well, it's Mohess versus Lackey right now. Just kidding. Mohess is gonna say, "Oh my God, it's Lackey," and he's gonna run away. This is very much an aggressive setup from the Wolves, which is no different than anything we've seen.
What just
Team
happened?
kills and a lot of Nocturns in the kill feed. At the end of all of it, Slothy is the victim. The lone victim from Nocturns. I don't know how that happened either. You know?
I imagine it was probably one of those scenarios where Shu was already shooting at someone, and the enemy and his teammate probably just lined up. So, unfortunate series of events. Hopefully that doesn't end up costing them the round. Well, they do still lead by 1 man, thanks to that initial roam clear. You have Reed holding... Well, he was holding over towards Vase. He will now position himself inside of Hookah itself. You have call out over towards the second bomb chassis in Pool. And, Smitty, who was downstairs, now coming up cool vibes to rejoin his teammate. Not in Vase. In Hookah itself. So, this is definitely an interesting decision by these defenders. As Shu gets a second, but wow, Smitty! Mid-vault! Absolutely demolishes Shu. What a shot from the Mozzie. It's still a 1-man advantage, though. But here comes Reed, breaking the barricade, taking advantage of Pox on the drone. Now, Smitty is downed. Finished off now by Lackey. 2 versus 1. Cam's going to go down. Well played from Exod. They'll surge up, giving Lackey some much-needed health. They're trying to take this 2v1 against Reed. They start barreling into the site. Lackey on the cover. Exod currently planting. Nothing that Reed has to stop him, and Lackey will put a bullet in his brain. Nocturns with the first round of OT.
Look at the movement from Lackey.
The schmovement.
Desperately needed round for Nocturns as they're going to get their lone defensive overtime. They would like to close it out here because, I don't know, the heart rate goes up a little bit more if it's 7-7 versus, well, this lovely 6-7 situation.
Yeah.
They'd like to close it out here. They're going to be opting Hookah Billiards, barring a last-second site change. I mean, that's it. This is where we're going. Decide whether Nocturns will take their map pick. It's gone. I mean, a lot of ways has not gone their way. This game started off horribly for Nocturns, but they've willed themselves to this point.
I do have to say this, CJ. The site selection from Nocturns, or rather the thought process for the site selection is kind of an interesting debate, right? Because obviously you're going to go to either Hookah or Double Bar, because those are the only 2 sites you want on the defense. But your Double Bar defense you won because Slothy got a 3K. And your Hookah defense you largely won because 2 Wichita Wolves members decided to walk up cool vibes with no support.
10 seconds left.
Neither of those things are really, reliable game-winning strategies. So I guess they opt to go back to the site. That was more on their opponent's mistake. We'll see if it works out for them. We'll see if Wichita Wolves repeat that. That would be quite comical if they end up losing to the same mistake, except this time on match point. But somehow, CJ, I doubt that happens.
I don't doubt anything at this stage of the game.
Dude, this is a Mr. B shield. What is this?
Beats me.
He's got the hatch reinforced too, so he can't get naded from below. I mean, the shield can get naded, but he can't. Also got Slothy and Lackey on a horizontal extension all the way in the theater. You've even got someone in VIP. So Nocturns are very spread out. This could potentially be dangerous if Wichita Wolves see just how much is in, or not in, but outside of the site, like completely spread out across the map. I mean, they could blitz in. They could take the 3v1 or whatever of the anchor on site. But instead, they'll clear from below. I guess their objective now is clearing theater from underneath with nades and such.
Or just a nade through the window.
All right.
Onto nothing in particular. Just a little bit of property damage. But no kill. Honestly, probably trying to find that player See tucked in the vase.
Oh.
Role playing as Mona
mind.
Lisa.
Your object is not to nade from below. It's to walk up white.
Did they drone this player in the cubby? Absolutely not, Reed. Lacking friends. Everybody's gonna trade out. I don't think the Wolves have any idea. Lucy's here.
Oh, they do now.
I don't know. Let's see. Sloth's gonna give himself away. Now he's fighting a two-front war. One coming from his hatch, and he somehow still finds Freak and nearly finds call out. But wow, what a interesting start to this round. With the minute left, there's still a lot that can unfold though. Call out. I mean, I was gonna say he tagged up call out, but call out is a think on his team. There's also another Mr. B shield. Is that another shield in VIP? Shoo finally gets the kill on a Smitty. And this is looking like Nocturns is going to take the map. New move, and what we see Wichita's doing just that. They're ringing Thatcher. And Thermite, actually. They're not going to six him.
Thatcher and Thermite. Okay. That is a duo that we almost never see anymore.
I mean, Thatcher, you're not going to see a Cade from Nocturnes right now, but like, you almost have to safety pick the Thatcher just in case the other team tries to pull a fast one based on how the bans are. The other team could pull a fast one and rock a Cade, and what are you going to do about it? As ban.
Do you remember when Thatcher Thermite used to be like the most iconic Siege duo? And now we rarely ever see them together.
It's like Zoph and Sledge now.
Yeah. Like we see Thatcher Thermite maybe like every so often on like Clubhouse, I feel like is the most common. Or you have a Maverick Man. But we have a Maverick Man here. So like you said, Thatcher is going to be run pretty much every single round. I wouldn't be surprised if we only see a Cade like once or twice, maybe even not at all for Nocturnes, because I mean he's just completely hard countered by the Thatcher. There's nothing you can really do with him if Thatcher is played correctly, which I imagine Mo is an adept Thatcher, not a noob, as we were talking about before. It's a downstairs defense first from Nocturnes, and Wichita Wolves are, of course, top-down clearing, as you typically do every single time you attack this site. Droning out the building, they will eventually spot out that there are no roamers. All 5 of these defenders are tucked in on the site. This is a heavy anchor game. Actually, I take that back. I didn't see Slothy. I've just lied. I lied on the TL. Slothy is here in Greenhall. He's looking for an early pick, and nobody has droned him. Unfortunately, he'll be cursing the low ammo count of the Roan. He could have found 2 freebies there, but he'll end up just going 1 for 1. Oh, wait. Lackey's in Z. I guess
Another
I'm
roamer.
just blind.
No, these guys are 100,000% just rotating up. And, well, here we go, Lack. Rotating up, rotating down. Though I'm sure the Sledge is now aware that he's done that because of the nature of their positionings. Callout's not concerned about anyone pushing up white. Which means finally your statement is true. There are no roamers anymore. Thank goodness. Hallelujah. If you're Wichita, if you're Nocturnes, it's not so bad. It's basement defense. You got a lot of strong positions to play. There's only 2 grenades on the side of Wichita, actually, so it's not like, usually Freezer, you're a grenade magnet if you're in Freezer. Not necessarily going to be the case this round. Because again, there's a Thatcher. That's an operator, normally that's like an Iona or something. It's a Thatcher. Thatcher doesn't throw grenades, yet. So it's kind of that's kind of what I mean when I say Thatcher strong. And you see, Callout's just going to push right through the site. Ins Shoe. Ins Lackey as well. Callout. Is this Callout or is this like primetime NVK or something? I don't know. But it's just Exod. And a 1v4 out of nowhere. That was the greatest Sledge entry I think I've ever seen.
Okay.
You said someone was calling Callout the NVK, or was that someone else?
Oh, it was Frozen.
Oh, Frozen. That was funny.
It's also really
that was
funny
like
because that is like the most wrong statement I've seen all week.
I mean, Frozen was 1 in 9, one of those maps.
Maybe that's also hard breach IGL.
True.
I don't think NVK plays hard breach IGL. Well, I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Okay, NVK aside, what a round from Callout.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
That nade entry was smart too. All those ADSs being placed over towards elbow means there's not a lot of coverage in the site. The EMP may have even caught one, but he nades over the shelf, catches the Jaeger, deals a lot of damage to him, and just finishes him off that easy. The Mutant Freezer, obviously the info not relayed in time, unfortunately. Mutant Freezer gets caught off guard, and Call Out just keeps that ball rolling. Very well done to the Sledge. It looked a little bit shaky at the start, especially with not droning out Slothy at all. Hopefully we see that issue fixed from Wichita Wolves, and they're a little bit more thorough. But Slothy kind of gave his life. I mean, that was the only kill they had, was Slothy getting a 1-for-1. So all that firepower that we just saw on Coastline from Nocturns, not apparent here in round number 1.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Well, it's still early. Slothy. Once again, looking at me, Slothy and Lackey. The eyes at the end of their names. Just kind of walking around. Expecting a West clear that's, quite frankly, not coming. They're clearing Tower, and it looks like Master first, Wichita. So those roamers are going to have to readjust. Correct, but just kidding. Or Lackey's going to jump out as mute, because he did this in Challenger League before, except he was 1-my when he jumped out. And I called him a moron. Makes a lot more sense to do it on mute. So shout out to Lackey. I mean, we're developing slowly but surely, right? I swear to God, he did it as 1-my. Like, I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
This dude jumped out as 1-my
I
with the
called him a
MP5. No, that was prime time Lamicki right there. But I mean, mute makes a lot more sense. And well, he gets the kill. It's Smitty.
Yeah. A lot
What
less.
are you doing, Smitty?
A lot less risk, right?
A lot.
If you die as the mute, you lose a lot less than if you die. I mean, you lose a C4, but that's not as bad as losing all of your OMI discs immediately in the round. Now, Slothy is downstairs. Will he go unchecked 2 rounds in a row, looking to run out the front door? Could potentially find a victim, and there he is, but he loses it to Call Out. What? Another gunfight that the attacker, simply the member of the Wolves, just should not have won. And I believe that was Exod and Mo going completely even on that trade, killing each other. So what could have been a 4v3 is now a 3v3 because Slothy missed a couple key few shots and Call Out absolutely dumpstered him. We're talking about Call Out, you know, probably not, shouldn't be the guy spawn peeking on Coastline, but he is proving us wrong here on Oregon. He heard us and is like, you know what? I can still shoot back. Pox is going to take a lot of damage from behind the metal bunk thanks to Freak. The breach is open. The Ash will make her way in, checking White, but does not check Attic. Lackey is holding the crossfire, and as Call Out hits the floor, it leaves Reed in a 1 versus 3. The body shot machine is looking for the kill on a Lackey, but the mute evades the bullets, at least for now. Call Out all the way in Attic is completely irrecoverable, unless Reed wants to make the long journey towards Tower to go for that, but he doesn't really have the luxury of time here. He's only got 40 seconds, so although he'll be able to pick up his teammate, it will be extremely pressed for time, and while he's not even going to be afforded the opportunity, Lackey says, no, I am simply going to use your teammate as bait. It's a 3K for the mute, and a 1-1 score.
Incredible.
Oh, no, 4. I forgot Lackey killed Freak on the breach.
It's funny how punishing the MP5 is. And I'm not talking about the MP5K. I'm talking about the MP5. Lucy has long range. I mean, you have to be Shaiko. I mean, you have to land a headshot or, well, it's not good enough. Body shots or any miss or deviation from the mean means you're not getting that kill at that range. And, well, he didn't. And it's round changing because, well, obviously, like you said, if he does get that kill, we're talking a different score right now. Not that it matters. The Nocturns won anyway, but just a funny little thing, silly little goofy joke I wanted to say. We're back to the basement. I mean, we're actually seeing the Cade this time. This is what I was saying, like, if the other team pulled a fast one. So if Wichita got greedy and said, you know, we don't need the Thatcher, actually, we're good. They're not bringing Cade. Pox, on the other hand of that, is thinking, oh, you know what? I am going to bring Cade. I'm going to hope they don't bring Thatcher. Well, they brought Thatcher, Pox, so what are you going to do?
Attackers must locate and
You're going to look a little silly right now. I mean, he technically could Cade trick.
You know, I just realized. I just tapped in the chat for a sec. Someone just questioned your English.
What did I say?
They thought eloquent wasn't a word and that you meant elegant. Joke's on
Whoever
them.
said that. Eloquent is a word.
Also, Lack is on Capcan. We've been seeing this operator a couple times from Nocturnes. They're a fan of it. So we'll see if those I almost called them EE1Ds. I almost slowed up. I almost slipped up. We'll see if the EDDs can trip up some of these attackers and assist the roam that Lackey and Slothy have going on. I'm sure Shu might be there as well if they're extending all the way, but Capcan is already going to fall back, and no, it looks like Slothy might actually be on the site, and already, there it is. Capcan trap, dealing a lot of damage. Freak, he is now below half.
Hurts a little bit more because he's a 1 armor.
Yes, 60 damage.
That's a lot of damage. What is Call Out doing?
Now look at
Call Out
his
has no
scared of the Capcan traps.
No, he has no skin on his gun.
Oh.
This guy has no swag. That's like walking around with ankle socks.
What?
It's like playing basketball with ankle socks or something.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
Not
in
just
general.
like not
I was
in
gonna
general.
say, what the hell is
but
wrong
just
with
like,
ankle socks?
just wrong ankle socks. Like, what are you doing? Like, you ain't got no skin. What are you doing?
Oh, Smitty, the next victim of a Capcan trap, down to 50 HP. So, 2 members of Wichita Wolves now worse for wear thanks to those entry denial devices. Flores drones also being caught by Exod behind this shield. It has not been cleared. There is only a minute left, and Evox has just been opened. Wichita Wolves have been extremely slow on this clear, and as Callout eats even more damage, this is not looking great. Slothy is going to be down on the floor, as is Freak. There's the bag. Callout taking just the extra couple seconds to BM Slothy. So it is a first pick for the Wichita Wolves. Freak also going to be recoverable, meaning it's a one-man advantage for the attackers. There's 35 seconds left. Mackey's got a C4 trained on the E-Box drop. He's going to hear the sound cues. There it goes. Is it going to land? There's Freak. Done and dusted. But Exod caught reloading the shotgun. Harry Potter not checked. Goes 1 for 1. Shu gets taken out. Pox misses his C4. Now it's a Cade and a Capcan against 3. Those low HP attackers dead.
Oh, come on.
Mo
guys.
actually misses the pre-fire. Lackey gets 1 before Pox is traded. 1 versus 1. The Capcan against the Hibana. But here comes Reed. He's swinging around. The Capcan's tucked behind the corner. The Hibana has no idea. And Lackey wins the fight easy. Nocturnes with round number 3. And they establish the lead.
That might be the first scenario where Capcan's gun it's like one of the shorter, like by pixel.
I mean, like physically in length.
Like physically in length by pixel count weapons in the game. And it doesn't stick around the corner with him standing like, let's say he's Tachanka, that thing is sticking around. That thing is thanging around the corner, right? If it's smoke shotting, it's thanging around the corner. Well, my AUG, it's sticking around the corner. The Alda, oh, you best believe that was
He's
a wolf
dead.
round.
He'd be dead.
But instead, it's the short, compact little AK variant,
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
which is the difference in the round for Nocturnes. Incredible, isn't it?
Also, Wichita Wolves nearly rallied back there, too, because Exod got caught reloading a shotgun, and Slothy decided he was going to flank into meeting in a 5v5 with 30 seconds left.
Say what you like about Slothy, but he gets mobile. And he gets nimble. And that's what
Yeah.
this Nocturne, I mean, I like it. I appreciate it. You know?
I mean, he could have played C4 on site.
To go.
Gotten more kills in the Evox, but...
How do you know that? How do you know that's how it would transpire?
Wow,
That could have
holy
been the-
crap. Dude, Nocturnes are up 2-1.
Attackers objective
Look at the kills.
the bomb.
You know, Lackey
That is impressive.
That's the thing about Lackey that's so, like, irritating to me. Lackey, for example, Stage 2 Playoff CL, their best player. Then there were games in Stage 3, it's just like, is Lackey okay? And then there's times like right now, again, where, look at him.
Yeah,
He's single-handedly carrying the team.
He's a little inconsistent sometimes. He's either, like,
He's-
not doing great, or he's Jesus incarnate. But, as that's going to be one of those games. And we're close to Christmas. How topical. Wow, Smitty is going to get slammed. Slothy, look up.
What? Oh my
Slothy,
god.
dog.
Sloth.
What? Oh, well, I mean, he still
Slothy.
gets one. He still gets his freebie.
I mean, what is Smitty doing rappelling on that side? Smitty
That's a
lost
great
his
question.
mind?
You simply do not clear T3 of tower from that side. And Pox,
What is
after
What?
getting all 3 gas canisters down, wasting about a minute, and lighting up Freak, is going to get the hell out of there. All the way back down tower stairs. I don't like this round.
I thought we were about to have an NVK moment where he like fell off the tower. Oh, I keep bringing NVK up. That's just funny.
We've brought him up like 3 times now.
When I go for 4? No, that's not necessary. And Exod further making this lead insurmountable. Or just kidding, Freak just worked his way into security, which is pretty significant. That's pretty critical spot near the site, and Lackey has no idea this person just jumped in big window on him. Lackey, turn your headphones up. Lackey, turn around. Lackey just gets scalped, and Collett's gonna drop right back into the site. Leaving, I don't know how this round got turned in favor of Wichita, but whoa. An infoless refire leaves just Pox, who's low on health, and he's not gonna have a chance. Collett is playing the best siege in terms of fragging. I don't think I've ever seen a call out, or it's been a while.
He is incredible right now.
I'm talking since he was on United. He's been moving. He has never moved like this.
Was that 3 for him?
It could have been 1, and that was spectacular. This dude walked
Yeah, it was
in.
3.
Who hops in big window like that and gets away with it?
Well, because the wall was fully reinforced and Freak had security. There's nothing to stop him anymore.
Lackey was just like, I don't know, maybe Lackey was listening to the new Young Boy mixtape and didn't hear him.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
what we're going with.
I mean, you have any other? I mean,
To locate and defuse as
other than that, it's maybe his teammates screaming in his
This
ear.
game. All right, so Lackey with 2 points. Call out also with 2 points. I feel like that's probably what this game is shaping up to be. Those 2
Essentially, it is
players
Call Out
going head to
versus
head
Lackey,
in
huh?
1v1.
Can we just rehost it and call it All Out versus Lackey?
Actually play a full 1v1 with comp settings on Oregon. That'd be pretty funny.
10 seconds to go.
Nocturns are going back to dorms. This is where they had gotten their first point. But it's a little bit different now. Exod is on Tachanka, an operator we have not seen yet this entire series thus far. No smoke, though. They only have fire. Lackey's still on mute. He's not going to be jumping out of tower, but he is playing below by himself, it looks like. So I'm not sure if he's just playing for an early pick and a fallback or actually sticking downstairs for the C4 from below, but either way, he's got no support right now.
Kind of doing as he pleases. When I was 7-2 and playing with the sub,
He's already
wouldn't-
in trophy.
I wouldn't say it's a bad call. He's
been
indeed already in trophy.
45
That
seconds.
is. I mean, to be fair, I mean, where are the Nocturns roamers at? Like, you've got Ox playing intently in attic to Chonka in sight. This is a far cry from the armory extensions and whatnot we've seen. And well, they're the other 2 roamers for Nocturns. They're in meeting, peering up into the floor in the hatch.
Fortunately, Smitty's early position, not really
Attackers have
helping
located
out
a bomb.
in any way particularly more than we'd expect. I was kind of hoping that him being there so fast would kind of be used to catch some of the defenders off guard, but he's kind of stayed there and now revealed his position, so the defenders are aware. That was also a brilliant shot from Slothy through the floor. Well done to the Malusi. Taking the Thatcher out of the equation. He already used most of his EMPs, but if he still had one in pocket, that's a great pick. Freak is just
Bro,
in the
really?
sight, and he misses the melee on the Banshee and then turns around to dome Pox before getting the utility, and somehow the Chonka loses that fight. Freak is going to get a third. Lackey is all left alone down below as all the site players do pretty much nothing to stop this push. Up goes the C4, but that's not where the planter is. It goes completely wide. Now, Freak, despite being low HP, what is Reed doing? What?
Couldn't tell you.
I
Couldn't
cannot
tell you,
believe
man.
Reed just did that. He just put this round into a 1v1. Freak is backed off into trophy. Both these players extremely low. We're playing paintball. The diffuser is tucked in a corner. Ike can safely go for this. It's going to be Freak to have to take the initiative. Now circling around. He doesn't have time. Lackey's just going to stick. But no, he gets off. Lackey finds the kill anyway. And Wichita Wolves, despite storming into the site and making it seem like all of those Nocturnes anchors had their monitors off, still end up losing the round.
Nocturne's defenders might as well have been wet tissue paper that round. I don't know what Decade was even doing. Quite frankly, I have no idea. For Freak to walk in, do a 180, slap the Banshee, and miss. They took a swing at it and missed. That was probably the most hilarious thing I've seen on that. And then, still gets the kill, still puts a Twitter clip on these. Look at this. Look. Hawks! And then whoever that is, Exa, come on. Just gets, and then somehow Lackey wins this because Reed decided. I don't know.
I don't think Freak missed the melee. I don't think the Banshee had opened yet, so he couldn't break it.
Just melee one.
What?
It's. You can always just melee it.
No, not anymore. They changed it. It has to open before you can melee it now.
Really? Because I feel like anytime you're in melee range, it's already open. Like 99.
But it takes it. But it's like it takes that like half a second to open though. Like if it's like just around the corner.
So you're telling me if I Thatchered it, I couldn't melee it?
We digress. Yeah, I don't think you could do that. We digress. Freak put the anchors on a t-shirt. I mean that was some of the most atrocious anchor play I've seen, let alone like ever in SCS, let alone just this series. And then Lackey, the 1v3, which was made completely possible, CJ, by one play in particular. One rotate in particular. You want to know what that was?
I have an idea.
It was Reed. After Lackey got shot up top white, Reed deciding he was going to jump out the dorms window instead of playing attic. And that mispositioning may very well have cost his team the round. But Lackey's going to get caught. The savior of the last round goes down, but not before Slothy gets one of his own. Smitty does not allow the 2-pump to happen. Ends up being a 2 for 2. The Slothy is still challenging this doorway. He's going to get away scot-free, and he'll actually go upstairs. Smitty also extremely low. This Mozzie is now going to be a thorn in the side of the attack that they have to worry about for the remainder of this round.
Okay, well, they, I have no idea how Wichita Wolves just pushed into 2 shotguns and somehow came out in a tie scenario. But Smitty, thankfully, I mean, that could have been worse. Smitty could have been full HP and won it, but Exxon tags him down to about nothing. Slothy loves to flank. He's flanking so hard, there's nothing to actually flank. What? What was that? Did you just see that little exchange? Reed is outside still, and Slothy just flanked, and there was no one there. He just flanked a ghost. This is so ridiculous that Wolves has actually pushed into Freezer right outside the hallway. But of course, that's one hell of a crossfire. And Pox with an ump at close range will beat Reed, and it's a Nocturnes round. What is this witchcraft?
Reed flashed himself and then kept walking and died. Nice. So that round was kind of dumb. Sloppy was just upstairs roaming for free and gets a pick. They rush down, find Lackey, and then there's a shotgun to the face. And then Exod doesn't kill the second guy. So Freezer goes the way of the attack, but Smitty is so hurt that he can't risk pushing down anymore, so the defenders are allowed to recollect themselves before any freezer push comes. And like you said, Slothy flanks literally nothing, despite Reed still being outside.
Despite there being a pulse there to tell him that he's outside.
There was no, yeah, and
holding
then
the stairs.
They're both now stuck in laundry. A nade comes through, deals a lot of damage to Slothy. Reed starts pop flashing, then flashes himself, and then decides to keep walking down the stairs while full blind and dies to the pulse.
10 seconds.
And at the same time, neither player pushing freezer is able to get anything done. So in essence, that round was just really, really weird. But we're back on laundry. It's Wichita Wolves now on the defense. We've swapped sides. And they will also be playing a very, very extended row. Much more extended than we've seen so far from Nocturns.
Let's see. Freak did this a lot on Coastline. Wichita Wolves as a whole did this a lot on Coastline. Just trying to meet the attack at the gate of entry. And Shu will be the first one to fall in epic fashion to Freak. Okay, Freak gets another. Just kind of running around. Gets Lackey as well, the Thatcher. And wow, Lackey. Wow, that's disgusting.
This is Lackey and Slothy against Call Out and Freak. I'm just kidding. Everyone started to find the scoreboard slowly but steadily. But those four are definitely the standouts so far. Freak putting 2 members of Nocturns in the dirt. It's a 3v5. It was a 3v5 within a minute. No answer has been found just yet, and you've still got Call Out on tower stairs. Hawks has made his way down laundry. He'll be joined by Slothy. It looks like Nocturns are just going to try and full court press into the site, and there's nothing to stop Slothy except a Banshee. He's just walking in. Down goes Reed, easy, and no more progress is going to be made. Freak gets his third, shuts that down. In the meantime, despite Slothy taking up all that control in sight, Pox is still in laundry. Exod is going to go down, and Freak, wow, is just, that was maybe one of the easiest looking aces I have ever seen.
I think we missed like one of the. I mean, that first kill is pretty scrumptious. You didn't see the second one. And I think he just kind of single-handedly shut down that push from Slothy, which was almost round saving. Almost. It was almost great.
That's Freak for you. Freaky GM.
We'll Freak sometime.
That's true.
Because this isn't playoff Freak. Assuming they win this game and get to the playoffs. That's a whole nother critical point that I don't know where this Freak goes in the playoffs. Because he'll just baptize people. And the minute it's win or go home. Which, to be fair, actually, in his defense.
He just gets the shakes.
This is a win or go home game, actually. I forget.
That's true. He's still doing well.
So he's doing well. This actually, I don't know. I don't know if he's cursed.
He was 5-6 before that point, and then he just aced on the first round of defense.
He just kind of disrespected Nocturns.
Yeah, that was crazy. Also weird that, I mean, Slothy was in the site, in the rotate, killed the smoke, but Pox and Exod were unable to make any progress after that. They didn't follow him. They just kind of
they're just like, oh, you got it
there. Yeah. Like, yo, make the play, Slothy. Make the play.
I mean, that's what it felt like. I don't know if you saw the what's it called? The surf game before that, but it felt like that's how they were using Ashen at one point. Just like, hey man, you know people like to C4 below on coastline, so you go handle that. We are gonna go smoke some hookah and VIP or something, but you can clear all the roamers. Good luck. Like he's a boss character or something. Like he's a campaign plot armor character.
He is the Destiny raid boss.
Nice
All
shot.
right.
Oh, that destroys his own ADS, which completely makes this push or
Interesting play.
His hold is this, you know, it's gonna bait a grenade out, right? Which means the Slothy's gonna use a grenade, but he won't actually be there. It's kind of genius, if you ask me. Or no, he's just gonna walk right back in here. Who is that on the stairs? Didn't peek. Am I hallucinating? That was someone in armory. Slothy.
Slothy's in armory.
I thought he was running at the door, but he ran into armory.
Oh, they've got a Flores anyway, so I guess in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. As you can hear, the drones are successfully detonating. The shields are being successfully cleared. And Freak is downstairs. He's nearly going to clap. Yes, he does, in fact, find the kill on the Shoe. Unfortunately, reacts a little bit too late. That's another opening pick for Freak. 6 in a row without dying. And Shoe, unfortunately, not having nearly the standout performance we saw from him on Coastline. So -1 man now. A lot of utility gone from the attack. Slothy nading in, clearing whatever's on the other side of that doorway as Freak is now positioned in Bolo spot. He's going to swing on, but lose the fight to Slothy. C4 also going to miss. No! That could have been a kill there for Mo. That could have been the advantage back in the defense's favor, but he ends up missing the arc, and it gets destroyed for free. More nades go out as Reed is now the one playing close. Slothy looking in that direction, attempting the pre-fire, but in comes the swing. He finds the player reloading. Malaki is there for cover. Ends up being a 1-for-1. Back to even man count, 3-3, but Pox is low, looking to try and push through the breach. Here comes the Finka push, though, maybe from Exxon. We hear the stim. He's nading through. Does he even know there's someone close on his right? He potentially being felled by the swing from Smitty, but no. Ends up going to the other side of the bunk, and the nade perfectly placed, but not cooked. It ends up being Lackey to find the kill. Callouts on a double, though, and he finds the third through the smoke! How do Wichita win that?
I forget how the saying goes, but smokes, they like block your sight and the enemies.
Let's go 2 ways.
So like, I'll just, I mean, the first smoke of the round was just weird. There was one on top army, just, I don't even know what that was for, to be honest. And then it was like, I don't know, that one there, you smoke off white, yeah, they can't see, but you can't see white either. They've been better off just not throwing it at all, actually.
Wow, that should have been an easy Nocturnes round, and they just got 1v3'd. I guess that was to make up for the 1v3 that Lackey got earlier, right?
That's typically like how it goes, right? The universe and all that.
The law of equivalent exchange.
And the chakras and the all that
What?
stuff. What?
Are you talking about conservation of matter?
No.
The energy?
I have no idea.
Or are
what
you
you're talking
like
about.
being mystical?
I'm just being sensual and mystical.
Alright. Fair enough. We now have a tie score. It's 4-4. I mean, that makes sense. It's Oregon. Nocturnes took a 4-2 defensive half. I would not be surprised if we see the same thing from Wichita Wolves, if not better, as this is their map pick, lest we forget. Meeting is the next site. We only saw the offsite once from Nocturnes. Not really offsite. We only saw the tertiary site once from Nocturnes, and they were unsuccessful. Wichita Wolves will, of course, be looking to do better, as Slothy has already pushed up to the doorway. He's just going to go on 6 his way in, and he'll find nearly the kill on a Smitty. There it is. Easy for Slothy. The Shoe is refragged by Callout, and the Iana himself is nearly finished off. He's just scrambling in the middle of the site. Where's the support? There's people still outside! Exxon gets clapped by Freak. It's a 2 versus 3. Pox is all the way back in freaking small tower. Lackey is bottom freezer. What the hell is this? If you're gonna have Slothy push like that, help him, damn it!
Inexplicable. Once again, Slothy is the main character. It looks like Nocturnes is going to restart the mission. This is basically a go next scenario. I cannot believe it. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Slothy should have died like 60 times over, too. He was like, he had his back turned to Reed. It took about a good extra 10 seconds. Very strange. But yes. Not sure what the other players from Nocturnes are doing. I'm not sure if Slothy's just doing that or if, like, the person droning him is saying, yo, do this.
I mean, I was literally just about to say, hey, he's got time, but he's gonna die to call out immediately, and Nocturnes call a timeout.
No timeouts for us. This is a
No timeouts
commercial
for us,
free.
no. We get to skip the timeout. There it is. See that?
This is commercial free.
We skip the timeout. So, there's I called it.
I mean, was it that hard to call though?
Ying Ban means blitz.
I mean, what's more did you call Nocturnes being the ones to do it?
Yeah, that's true. I would have expected like call out to bring it out on their attacks, but they didn't need it, I guess.
I mean, they kind of did. But
Well, they did one round.
I mean, they literally went 2-4. So I'd say
No, I mean, you're only really going to use blitz on laundry, and they won their first laundry attack.
perhaps. Nonetheless, despite the fact that it's literally the wrong team doing it, at least in my
10
eyes,
seconds to go.
Nocturnes.
5
Well, this
seconds
is
remaining.
quite the comp. You have a Jackal, but that usually indicates you're going to roam clear, not just rushing with blitz. So I think at this point, Lackey's like, look, my team's hopeless. I got to pick Jackal for the gun. I mean, because they're 100,000,000% rushing this. And here it is. Hey, drone and make sure it's clear first. Make sure it's aight. It is. Bullets flying out. Let's see. Where the hood at? Smoking. And there goes
There's Pox.
into the elbow. And he's gonna... What?
Ooh, I thought he was about to die there. Shoot,
Holy-
gets 3? What? But the C4 claps back. It's 2 for Mo. Nearly the equalizer.
What the
Smitty
hell?
trades with Lackey. Can Freak get the 1v2. He has been, as you like to say, CJ, biblical this match so far.
Yeah.
Flicks onto Exod 1v1. Despite a 3K from Shu, they still lose the round. What?
I mean, I don't know what to say. Because once again, everybody's in elbow. Except this time it's Sloth. The Slothy's like 10 miles behind, just not getting down the stairs. I almost wish this was a VOD view so I could scrub back and see when the Blitz first got that kill in elbow. And then the amount of time between that and Slothy finally getting down the stairs. It's so disjointed, it's almost disgusting.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
And it cost it was a
as they can.
perfectly good rush. It wasn't coordinated in all aspects. And then just and to say that I'm disappointed and my day is ruined would be an understatement. If you know me, you know I love fast Oregon gameplay. That's how you do
too.
it. What the hell?
Really slow Oregon gameplay makes me want to cry. But not fast Oregon gameplay like that.
10 seconds to insertion.
That dude, Shu lined up 3
seconds to go.
people. And he got C4'd. Not his fault. He already had 3 kills.
To locate a bomb and defuse it.
He and Pox got C4'd. It's a 3v2. Smitty trades. I think that was Lackey. It's a 1v2. But Exod is outside bunker. Slothy's coming down tower stairs. Freak gets his ones, and if there's one thing that Freak has been doing this entire map so far, it's been winning his ones. Both he and Lackey are on 15 kills, but who's winning the game so far? Wichita Wolves up 6-4. And now, well, Nocturnes have to attack onto dorms, which they nearly did successfully, but got 1v3'd by call.
1v3 to 1vx to last round. It's like, when will the pain and suffering end?
Never.
I genuinely don't know what to say about that. That's actually incredible to me. That was so well orchestrated. It just gets wiped away by freaking...
Oh. See, right now, the main problem for this attack is Smitty with the open attic wall. Deals a lot of damage to Lackey. Has not been flushed out. Nade goes through. Not going to land any damage, but I did hear some utility break, so there's that. Probably a Banshee around the corner. As Shu, I think, just freaking one-tapped Mo. So, good night to the smoke. No trade back at all from the defense, but Smitty can see the gun. Lackey gets another on the call out. It started to snowball the way of Nocturns. Make that a second for Lackey, turning it onto Smitty. Freak gets the trade, though, and another. 3 versus 2, but Reed falls. Freak is going to need to ace again for the second time this game if he wants to win the map here outright. 3 bodies to find. Another Finka boost coming through. Exxon and Shu overhealed. Pox nearly back to full. This Freak is back in kids. He's looking like he maybe wants to swing on the big window, but will just hold shallow into the white rotate. Wary of someone maybe rushing through the breach. As time starts to tick away, Nocturnes need to make a play. They've let Freak recuperate, but as he swings on to Shu, the LMG takes no prisoners, and Nocturnes make sure not to let Freak clutch out another one.
I mean, you have to hold your breath with this guy. Like...
You really do. I'm gonna be honest. I did not count him out.
Guy's a walking Twitter clip. Okay, so it's just like, I don't know if he changed his sense for this game. You know, or if he found the GOAT res. But this is the Freak we're missing. This is the Freak, quite frankly. If I can be genuinely honest. Have you seen Freak play like this since he left Nocturnes? Considering the stakes.
I feel like maybe once or twice.
Like where he just dominates the game.
Yeah, maybe like once or twice during CL. But this is incredible.
I mean, this is biblical.
17-8, but so is Lackey. And who won the last round?
I mean, Lackey was Lackey was a stone wall there. Honestly, until the third person peeked him. But
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to go.
it is 100% been.
Are we going to OT again?
It's possible. It's literally been Lackey, Freak, and then call out with the ridiculous round mixed in, and then Slothy just running in with no help. That's
Dude, we've seen that twice now. Where Slothy
just
runs
running
in, takes so much control through the middle of the site, and then like looks behind him and sees nobody. He's like, guys, come in. We got an opportunity. I made an opening. I made space. And it looks behind him and it's just like tumbleweeds.
Dude's still in spawn. Like
it's crickets. Dude, he was in the middle of kitchen with a kill, and there were still like 2 people outside. That was funny.
I mean, considering there's an opportunity for Nocturnes to address this, their at least final attack of regulation. Will they actually close it out as a team? Remains to be seen. It's taken heroics from the Wolves, I mean, multiple times on Dorm. So there is some light at the end of the tunnel for Nocturnes in that capacity. I mean, call out, look at what the call out on Jaeger.
Silent.
so many question marks. Call out. We've got a silenced LMG and we've got call out Romy and Shaker looking to hop out of small tower.
All right. Chu's going to take the first bit of damage from the Frost swinging the attic doorway. Not nearly the fast round we saw previously. just moments ago. Just minutes ago. Freak, though, through the window!
Nope, raid boss down.
Shu comes off the rappel, and I believe the drone spots Freak. Easy kill for Shu, whether or not that was off of info or a pre-fire. Well done. Shu has now gotten the opening pick in the last 3 rounds in a row. Smitty, though, he'll get one on a Lackey. That's the top fragger. Both top fraggers of the lobby now dead. We'll have to see the other 8 members step up here. They'll call out. He's in small tower. He has the opportunity to run out on Shu, but he's not taking it just yet. The barricade is prepped. He'll pop it open, and now Shu knows. He's now looking behind him, but that's going to be a momentary distraction as Slothy attempts to claw his way in. Utility is gone, but Reed finds the C4. Shu refrags onto Smitty. Slothy so lit up, gets killed by Mo. Shu is on the floor, and Exod can't make anything happen. No OT for map 2. It's a 7-5 win for the Wolves, and we go on to Villa. Oh, never mind. He's Finka.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, what tomfoolery are we gonna see? In an elimination game for the Wolves, they could literally get deleted of SCS. There's no relegation. There's no Mickey Mouse spots get handed out. If you stink and you go 0-2, you're gone. See you next qual. And that goes even for the CL teams. Let's see.
Yeah, nobody retains their spot in SCS.
Nobody. Absolutely.
Not even, right? Not even the winner, right?
Not even a pro-am team. You need to
You got a spot in the pro-am, though.
Yeah.
You reserve your place at
Maybe, you know,
pro-am.
this is all subject to change, by the way, probably. Yeah. Bob could just wake up one day and be like,
You can just be like, you know what?
everyone's coming back.
First sight is going to be the Aviator Games, and Lackey, round 1, is spawn peeking out the skull window. A very, very little used window. Do you ever see anyone peeking the skull window?
Spawn peeking it?
Other than spawn peeking.
I mean, yeah.
Like, does it really serve any
good.
other purpose?
It's only good for spawn peeking. I don't think I've ever used someone to use it as a cutoff. Any of that.
I've seen someone Amaru into it once.
Even that one's like the less popular one. It's much better to Amaru 90.
Yeah, it also didn't work.
The 90 Amaru is way better. No Amaru required here, though. Well, Wichita Wolves is in the building very quickly. But this is just traditionally. And what in the Mr. B is this?
That's the overturned cabinet shield. As Exod, I believe, just ran out the main door onto Mo. So opening kill of map number 3 goes to Nocturns. That's Nomad off the board. Though, at this point in the round, I imagine she's had at least 2 air jabs on the field. It's not the biggest loss in the world, but if she had any air jabs, they will surely be sorely missed. And you do lose burn. In fact, you really lose your only burn. So actually, that pick could be big. Especially with how many Malusis and how many shields there are on the board. But Slothy will be downed by a nade. It'll likely be recoverable though. Yeah, there it is.
And there's Thunderbird.
Yeah.
There's no Wamai. There's Thunder. Grenade gonna destroy that Banshee. Which is always welcome. I mean, this overturned shield has now turned into something for the attack, which is why I'm gonna be honest, what the hell is this? Reek's just gonna use that to hold the hallway aggressively, but of course the attack needs to make the move. And more importantly, you lost Mohes. Yes, that's the Nomad. Yes, that's the burn. That's also the player which, you know, is highly likely to be used in a study pincer. Not anymore. Senpai Shu is going to be tasked with preventing Wichita Wolves from encircling the site, and I don't know what in the world Collett's looking at. Not anticipating that someone could be in study in this context. Reed will trade back and fight back for the Wolves, and there's going to need to be a lot more than that as they are in a 1v4 situation after Exod. I believe he kills us after Exod. I want to say 3.
3 on the T-Bird. Well done. Exod also hasn't really been having the best maps so far.
No.
I remember on Coastline, right? He was like 5-8 8, 5 and 9 or something. He was the only person on his team without double digits. Also had a slow game on Oregon. But round number 1, 3 kills for him, and the master side clear from Wichita Wolves. Not doing it. Not doing it for him. First off, losing Mo very early on, thanks to a run out from Exod. Never taking main, but still wanting to push down the 90 hallway, which is a little bit odd.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Study clear from callout was less of a clear and more callout posting up at the barricade and then getting swung.
I'm not sure that was
That
like,
attack,
what?
attack wasn't
Call
great.
Out just, Call Out acted like there was just no chance there'd be an enemy like in the vicinity.
It's like,
Just like-
we're pushing skull side with no books control and no main control. Surely there will be no one in study to stop me.
That was the most unintense peer into study I think I've ever seen. And that's saying something.
10 seconds.
I bet she was like, what the hell? I mean, to be fair, the way Nocturnes have the set, I'm pretty sure they didn't actually have holes in that study wall like you normally see 99.99% of the time. They didn't actually have... So, I mean, if Call was like
Locate and defuse a bomb.
reasonably thinking, he probably thought, yeah, I mean, no one's playing in study because... So, yeah. But nonetheless, Exod, what is he doing? Is he about to do the already special? Out the entry window? Question mark? Maybe. There's no pulse, though. And they're playing living room with no info op unless Slothy... Slothy was running around looking for a drone. Which doesn't look like it. Slothy is currently under a cabinet.
A bomb has been located.
On a default camera, by the way, not an Aussie drone. What's happening? Why is Slothy laying on the ground on his phone like...
I stopped questioning after map 2.
He's laying there like
I'm just gonna roll with the punches. I'm gonna just let stuff happen.
He's laying there like some, like...
Also, I just realized we have Capcan again. I'm lackey.
I mean...
We got 3 C4s on the board. Pox is holding China close to the shotgun. Slothy is upstairs. This is a fully horizontal push from the Wolves. They do not want anything to deal with the second floor.
Attackers
Jaeger
have
will
located a bomb.
rotate past the doorway as Pox is now watching the basement. Interestingly enough. And the first pick comes out. Slothy with the C4 down into carpet? Maybe clock? Finds the first frag on Smitty. So that's your Iana dead. Push attempting to come in from bike. She was going to deal a little bit of damage, but is ended up dead at the hands of Reed. That's is now nearly full sight control from the attack, but as they rush in, Exxon and Slothy make sure that the control is short-lived. He's now positioned behind Tetris, whips an impact out to try and do damage. Slothy hits an air jab that'll distract the Dokkaebi, but Callout is pulling out a goo mine. Reed ends up getting the kill, but is very swiftly put on the floor. Now Callout's alone. He'll kill Exxon behind Tetris. Pox and Lackey are trying to push in for Memo. Pox still has a C4 in pocket as well. There's 45 seconds left, so Callout has some time. And he can recover Reed, but they'll both be extremely low. It doesn't look like he's planning on doing so. He's very afraid that someone could come from China. He'll finally feel safe enough to go for the pickup, and as the sound cue comes out, there's the C4, and it doesn't actually go towards the down player. It goes in the other direction. Callout fakes himself out to his own death. And that's 2 in a row for Nocturnes.
Pox just...
That is comical.
Pox did that on accident. There's no way that, like... Just throwing C4s. Like, people just throwing C4s like it's a monkey throwing poop.
Yeah.
And it works. I mean, speaking of C4, I mean, the round started with one. I don't know, you're speculating where it was. I'm not sure what happened. You would think going horizontally, pushing over horizontally, would prevent a C4. But it didn't. They got 2 of the most ridiculous C4s ever on a horizontal take. Let that sink in. No pulse either, which is even more hilarious. They didn't. It's not like they actually had info either. Just throwing them.
I think the end of that round is really funny. Call here's the C4. Is like, oh, clearly they are baiting Reed. so that when I go for the pickup, I get blown up and then
10 seconds left.
walks right into it because it's on the other side. That was just really funny.
I mean, that's just boxed.
By the way, in 2 rounds, Reed the only man with kills. No, never mind. I thought the 1 was a 0 next to Callout's name. I just lied again. That is the 2nd time that I've simply lied to everyone. I'm so sorry.
Are you some sort of airhead?
I might be.
Defense. It is a statuary.
Ooh.
And someone just walked in front of the Astro. And I'm not gonna say what just happened. I'm just gonna let you speculate. What did Pox just do?
A bomb has been
I just want to know what your reaction to that is.
I don't want to talk about it. Wow, how did Pox die?
You don't want to talk about it?
No one
I
even
wish
killed
I
him.
wish
He like a smoke just had a heart attack and died.
Yeah.
Fell over on the map.
Oh, he fell over? Is that what happened?
He just collapsed in a...
No, and if you know what, let me tell you, if Nokturns ends up losing this game and losing this round,
Looking back on that.
I am 1,000,000% blaming Pox for it, and I am advocating for him to be LFT, actually. This guy just jumped out of Astro window as smoke
Aw, we are going to talk about it.
and missed, like, every shot, too, because he didn't even, like, do any damage. It's not like he downed him or anything. Like, what in the hell was that, Pox? Alright, so Pox just... They smoke! And look, the round is unraveling like a Tootsie Roll. Disgusting.
You also had Shu playing very close on the Astro window, unable to get the trade.
Yeah, was Shu
You
like...
lackey is swinging boar.
Was Shu just, like, egging him on? Was Shu like, yo, do it, you won't. And he
And
did
then
it?
He did.
Like-
His teammate died.
What are the comms there?
Nice. There are 3 attackers outside boar. All right, finally Reed is going to leave. So is Smitty. There's another Finka boost. Freak is walking into the site. Lackey is going to miss, and what?
What the hell
Look
is
at the
that?
kill on the fadeaway. Wow. Slothy still positioned outside statue door. Could get the refrag, but he's got to actually walk in. Does he know Freak is still bricks? No, Freak is backed off. He's back in the master doorway behind the safety of cover. It's a 2 versus 5 for Slothy and Shu. Never mind. It's a 1 versus 5 for Slothy. He'll get 1. And then immediately traded by Callout. That's 3 kills for the Finka and the first point for Wichita Wolves.
That's Pox's fault. And Pox, I hope you feel bad. No, that is the worst smoke play I think I've ever seen. And I don't exaggerate. I cannot think of a worse smoke play ever. Can you? Do any come to mind? Pro, answer me. Do any come to mind? Then a smoke... Did he even have the FMG? What was he going to do? Shotgun him with the slug round across the map?
I
almost seen a replay of that. That is so ridiculous. Where's the Oh my god, I can't wait till it plays it again on the stream, dude. Pox has lost his damn mind.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I don't think I've even played with someone in ranked that's done that. You realize?
Really?
I've never seen it. I've never seen that one before. Even the random plat 2 in my ranked game, picking smoke, hasn't done that before. You understand? I gotta see this again. It's coming up on the stream. I gotta see this one. Oh my god.
Well, barring that terrible play, we're back on AVG. Nocturnes won this site, remember? Exile got a 3K. It was epic.
It was. I mean,
Are moving out to locate
Callout just kind of stood in a doorway, but it was epic.
yo. You know how Exile used to be the smoke main?
Yes.
I mean, there's some good aim of this. You might have a noob like Ox on smoke, but at least that means Exile gets to play like Thunderbird. Go demon mode.
attackers have located a bomb.
Right? There's good things come out of any situation.
Well, We don't have any early run out here. Let's call out nades up through into the ceiling. He misses, but Freak does not. He gets the first kill onto Slothy. Alibi now dead. Freak is behind the table. Smitty is in the middle of the site. Lackey finds Freak, and Smitty is also dead. So that control they got, that opening pick, yeah, that means nothing. Nada. Zilch. Meaningless. And, well... Okay, all right, call out just won that fight. What? And he's gonna pre-fire Pox into the ground. What the hell is this round, man? Now it's a 3 versus 2 for the Wolves. Lackey and Shu are the only men left. One tucked behind bar, one in vault. As Reed now sprints in with the case to take top main. It's looking like maybe the Wolves want to push in through books and into bar. Another Finka boost comes out, the last one. You want to take over? I don't want to cast this round anymore. This game is this game has been ridiculous. This whole game.
What? What's wrong? Okay, I mean, outside of literal 2 Wichita Wolves players just standing in the site like, yo.
Hey, Reed, come in.
Yo,
please,
where the smoke at? Just standing in the middle of the site. And then on top of that, they both die. Nokturns players on the main stage just get obliterated by call out. And now it's a Wichita Wolves round, unless Senpai Shu, he won't. He won't. I don't know what that round was. The synopsis of that round was so strange that I think we should just move on to the next one. Actually, no, let's talk about it some more. Why in the world? How did Freak even get there? He was in there so, like...
You know, I don't know. It's one of life's great mysteries.
So after the smoke run out, by the way, 2 rounds in a row, biblical fashion, Nocturnes is lost. This is an elimination game, by the way. And we do the captain.
Yeah, we're back on it. They won dining with the cap can. I mean, they also won AVG, and then they just lost it. But...
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I mean, we also have to note Smidasus has actually regressed to the mean, but his team's still winning. He was absolutely nuki dookie the first map. Map 2, just kind of a traffic cone. In this round, this map, he's 0-3, and now the Wolves are winning. You think if their coach isn't getting all the kills, that's a good thing? You think that's a good take?
Yeah.
10 seconds left.
Reed's 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, at what point does Reed lose the coach designation too? Because, right?
I don't know.
How many scrims has he been in at this point, you know? He needs to get to game day speed. I think he's there, right? I think he's almost there.
All right. Wichita Wolves are looking like they're not going full horizontal again. That's good. We're going to see a different push. Ready to go top down. Now, they don't have a sledge. And they really just only have breaching charges. So they might not be able to do much with it. Never mind. Mo and Smitty are in bike. And Shu is about to get droned out. And an air jab just got ADS'd. Did they not drone all the way through? They... Okay, nah, never mind. They see him. Shu, you are not hidden, bro.
Reloading, cover me.
Yeah,
Bomb located
sorry.
by attackers.
Sorry, Dauntless is gaslighting and saying that it's normal for the smoke to jump out of Astro window. So at this point...
What?
you know... Someone's in the tub. Of course it's Pox! Of course Pox is here! And they don't know. C3 nearly blew his teammate, nearly blew him up
Whoa.
too.
What? What?
Unbelievable.
The phone call was ringing.
Maybe
Like,
he didn't trust. Maybe
I guess he
didn't
thought it
trust
was. He
us.
probably thought it was like below or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he didn't trust the sound. I mean, it's Rainbow
Reed is
Six.
alone. He got 1 kill, and then he's just not gonna look up. Dude, what? All right. Nocturnes retake the lead. You wanna dissect that round, CJ?
I think Pox is just paying for content. I don't think I think Pox is trying to make a YouTube video out of this.
Trying to make a TikTok.
He's like, and he's a worse offender. Even Athenio didn't do this. This guy is actively making a YouTube video in an elimination match. He's laying in a tub taking a bath. He's unironically picking
Then he-
Blackbeard.
And he stood up and looked the complete wrong direction, and Call Out just didn't react.
I mean, what do you even begin with that?
Did he not hear the stand up and the phone?
No, they gotta be doing it on purpose, right?
This game is so.
This has to be like,
dude, it has been so ridiculous so far.
this is a simulation.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
I can't do it. I can't do this anymore. I quit. Quit.
You can't quit. I forbid it.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Sorry.
Well,
you're-
I mean,
you're
despite the
stuck there.
redonkulous, Nocturnes is leading. Right?
Attackers
They're leading this
successfully
game
defuse a bomb.
and are looking poised on this site, which is a pretty strong. I mean, look at Lackey. Look at Lackey. Deserver can't heal me because this is a Lackey. It's like coastline for him, right?
Yeah.
Just flying out.
Oh.
And
Nocturnes
he's
are.
dead. He's still there.
All right. Lackey is dead in bathroom. Call Out is on the bathroom balcony while everyone is pushing over towards Study, and it nets him a kill. Well done. Lackey is dead. Next up, clearing the AVG roam. Wall would be blasted open. Exod starts to back up. Can't land the shots on the Smitty, though. Misses a lot of them, but finds the repeak. Mo trades it out immediately, though. And as Exod falls, Slothy gets the hell out of there. Hawks is the next to eat some damage. I believe that's 1 shot from the LMG of Callout is... Dude, Hawks better not be in Master.
Bomb located by attackers.
What do you mean better not?
Okay, no. Well, because Callout was outside the Master windows. And Pox, like, took damage. Okay, Pox looks like he's in bathroom.
Unbelievable. What? Speaking of the devil, Pox, what did he do this time?
Got a kill.
Was he under a table? No, he's just killing. Okay. Smith is I mean, can I say it enough? Finally playing like he should be. Just 0-4, just completely ineffective.
Oh, Salty's prone in a corner. He is behind
There's no one
the
there.
sink.
Wait, what? If he's hiding behind the
Now
sink,
he's-
why do he look? I
Oh,
guess.
now he's standing up. Now he's standing up, peeking the window. Looks like he's looking to fight Call Out. Pox gets droned. He'll answer the drone with a C4 rip, but no one's pushed just yet. Reed will simply walk in as Slothy gets the repelled
What's he
player
doing?
outside Astro. Pox lands 1, insta-traded, but Shu is there. And Nocturnes take round 6. It's a 4-2 defensive half.
So you just standing on top of each other. I mean, that was the most uninspiring. What's funny is Nocturnes legit could be up 6-0. Timeout call out. Thank goodness. We don't have to sit through the timeout. Boom, you see that? Time skip. Like Naruto to Naruto shipping it. Boom. Running the round like that.
You just made a Naruto reference.
What is that skin from the
What the
Ace?
hell
yo?
is that? Oh, is that a new, like, the new operator portrait thing that you can equip,
Defenders,
I guess.
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I mean, that looked good.
You didn't like it?
Oh, I like it.
Oh.
I said it looked good. You hear me?
I thought you made a noise, like, ew.
Oh, I was like, ooh, not like, ugh.
Ah,
Like, ooh.
I see. I misheard then. That's on me. But,
I mean, there's different dialects to my Ebonic.
okay. We're back on ABG. Wichita Wolves now on their defense. And, you see they're not bringing the Thunderbird. Instead, they have,
5 seconds to go.
they got Legion. Think that'll get Smitty off the donut? Will
Attackers,
Legion be enough?
locate a bomb and defuse it.
I don't think he can be saved, personally. He's
Interesting.
0-5. How did he not
Freak
die?
is 2-6. After dropping, what, 29 kills in 2 maps?
I just want to know how did Smitty live 1 round? What happened? Where'd he live?
Wait, that's a really good question. I
I don't recall.
have no idea. I guess he was just alive after Wichita Wolves killed everyone on the map.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that is a really big problem. Freak is just entering traffic cone territory as well. Mohes, though, not Mohes. Mohes actually kind of popping off. He's 3 and 4. They're in Freak right now. Freak, oh!
Wow!
Ah!
Wow!
See, you talk down their name and they pop. That's how it works. See, I do that on purpose.
Excellent work.
For example,
2 kills
Remember-
for him. Now he's Pox and Shu in a 2 versus 4. And very unsuccessful. Master side clear. Wichita Wolves met the attack with the brunt of their force, and it paid off.
Located by attackers.
Got Ace and Zoe. You know, decent weapons. It's the 2 bottom fraggers for Nocturns, though. There's a man in 90. It's Freak himself, but it's not even Freak. It's just Mo to wide swing and take Pox down. It's Shu alone with just half HP in a 1v4, and he's going to dip. He's going to say, all right, team. What the hell just happened?
I mean, nothing really happened. Freak just decided to play the game.
Yeah, fair.
It's also, yeah. Defense is you can perpetuate this energy on defense. A lot harder to do it on attack, and obviously that goes for both these teams, considering everyone has to flip sides. Who's this on the floor holes? It's
That
Freak.
is Freak.
Shu doesn't even know where he's going. Shu's bumping into railings. And Wichita Wolves. I wouldn't rule out them just totally reverse sweep. I think Freak activates himself on defense.
That could be it, too.
Forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, when I made the ridiculous claim that Casanova would be better than Suelen, for example, I just kind of pray for it and it happens.
So what are you praying for this time?
Gotta see the scoreboard again.
Smitty does not have a kill.
Honestly, praying for him to just not get another kill, actually.
Why?
Because it'd be funny. Like,
We're actively preying on his downfall, and for what?
what do you want him? You want him in the team permanently? Like, is that what you're asking for?
I don't know. He's just Smitty's a nice guy.
No, I'm praying for destruction and his downfall. I want him to go like 0-12,
All right.
even if his team wins. Which is honestly, it's entirely possible. Like, I think Wichita just, if you want my real analysis here,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Okay. So there was no real analysis there.
Well, if you let me finish my analysis is that I don't know for sure, but I do know that Nocturns,
5 seconds remaining.
gonna struggle mightily on attack.
Attackers attackers are moving out.
That's my
Locate a
prediction.
bomb and defuse it.
I mean,
That is true.
they don't have Sykes, and what is Freak? Freak just standing in front of a door. Should have died.
He was trying to spawn peek ruins.
Okay, well, when I
Didn't
say
work.
Nocturns is gonna struggle, like, that's not what I mean. I don't think they're gonna struggle with spawn peaks. I think they're gonna struggle with just doing anything. They don't have Nomad. They don't have Nomad, and they're trying to clear study over. I think that's a horrible combination.
Hmm.
A red flank. A
We
study
gotta
flank?
deal with. I do with Freak on the roam. Call out also on the roam. Gonna light Slothy up to 1 HP. And the Iana ends up going upstairs, away from call out and towards Freak and Mo. Interesting decision from Slothy. Freak is gonna take a lot of damage, I believe, from the player repelled outside study. Mo's gonna dispatch the Iana clone, I believe, heading into books, and Exod just peeks off the info. Mo dead, call out down, finished off by Shu, 3 versus 5. Within the first minute 15, this roam clear so far from Nocturns is doing wonders, and I believe Freak has just got spotted out. There's the pre-fire from Lackey.
No.
3 kills in a row, with the only answer from Wichita Wolves being damage on Slothy.
Dagnabbit, I was wrong again. You got Smidasus and Reed. And Reed standing on the stairs while reloading, so it's just Smidasus standing in the hallway. This is a winnable 1v3 for a coach! Crow! Maybe. He doesn't seem to have an idea of where the last 2 attackers are. Still kind of waiting for another push that's not necessarily coming. Ox is going to push in with the diffuser. Wait, so one of his teammates is on the roof, by the way. I just caught a Nocturnes attacker on the roof, so if he wins this gunfight, there'd be an instance where, yeah, I mean, the plant is not covered. This is a winnable, a 1v4 for the coach.
Attackers activating diffuser.
But Pox has the advantage of surprise. He's got, I cannot believe this. If Smidasus wins this, oh my god.
Good try, though.
That was, yeah. I don't know where that was the first 7 rounds, but it's here now, in that round, but Nocturnes wins it anyway.
And that really just stemmed from the roam clear. Despite Slothy getting lit up really early, Mo got freaking smoked by Exod. I think that was Exod. Downstairs, Shu was able to catch Shu. Shu was able to catch Shu. She was able to catch call out on his rotate. Freak overextended into study and got pre-fired into oblivion. I mean, from there, the round was the round should have been pretty much over from there. And then Smitty brought it back. Smitty brought it from a 1v4, 1v3 to a 1v1. Unfortunately, though, the cards were not in his favor, and he ended up losing the round. Still a brilliant attempt, and unfortunately for you, CJ, Smitty now has 3 kills.
What? What do you mean? For me, it's not over.
But you wanted him to have 0 for the whole game.
Because it's funny.
Yeah, I know. I always got 3. So
10 seconds remaining.
Never mind.
all right.
I'm gonna focus.
5 seconds left.
I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
focus on this
Attackers'
eloquent
objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
hold from the Wichita Wolves, which incorporates a pulse, something Nocturnes did not do. And as a result, since they're incorporating this and Reed, you know, I'm sure he's been coaching up the Wichita Wolves players' comms over past year or 2. I'm sure he will provide good communication for the team and will therefore provide the lifeblood necessary to win this round and perpetuate my prediction that what someone just fly okay.
Ooh.
Someone just flies over the Mozzie's head and then he just does that. But yes.
Yeah, Pox, get eaten alive by that C4 immediately. So, His team is now in a very early disadvantage, and there's another C4. Paul's doing wonders. As that Muzzy just jump out pantry? He did, and now he's dead. I mean, he lit up shoot on 1 HP.
He's a C4
and what
too,
the
right?
impact! No! That's really funny. Slothy refrags Reed. 3 versus 2 now. Slothy and Lackey against Freak, Smitty, and Mo. All 3 of them negative right now. They've got a minute 40 to play with, so this round is doable. Slothy sends the Iana clone in. It will get shot immediately, and he can't jump through because Mo has now moved into pantry to make sure the window is watched. Lackey moves his drone in. I guess just setting up a flank drone with the Twitch drone, interestingly enough. Smitty is sitting behind the, I don't even know what you would call that, the shelf? Behind the shelf, behind the cupboard, the cabinet.
China cabinet?
In China. Might catch Lackey off guard, as Slothy is now going down to the basement, interestingly enough. It does, in fact, catch Lackey off guard, but not off guard enough to garner a kill. A lot back on the drone, make sure he's not being pushed. Smitty takes out a goo mine, puts in the double door to cover his tracks. Slothy now works his way up the red stairs. Seems like he and Lackey are trying to work a pinch onto the site. Ooh, that Malusi is now inside of Memo. The nade will flush him out, and the kill is found. Beautiful play from Slothy. Smartly done with that nade. Smitty, though, he gets his pick. Down goes Lackey. Slothy with a trade. He's on for 4. He just has to find Mo. Start to plant. He's got to bait out this vigil. He's safe behind Tetris for now. He'll start to make the play. He knows what corner he's in, but the pre-fire does not land. Mo makes sure that the rounds still go his team's way, and now the gap starts to thin.
Okay, well, I said they'd struggle. I mean, I didn't think that would. That wasn't really a struggle. That was a perfectly set up 1v1 for Slothy. But unfortunately, I don't even know how to describe that. It's not really barrel stuffing because he had 1x. I guess he just missed. I mean, how do you put that?
I say he just didn't expect the vigil to swing out like that. Vigil's fast, 3 speed. You can we see a lot of players, you know, a lot of players who are stuck in corners. If someone's too close to them like that, you can swing off sound. So he likely heard the Iana, you know, just trusted his ears, heard the Iana was about to round the corner and swung out. Took him off guard. Slothy was expecting an easy pre-fire, ended up
10 seconds remaining.
getting a fight.
5 seconds to go.
So 5-4 now.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
The Wolves go back to AVG, a site that they were very, very successful on. Nocturns looked, their roam clear was limp. Wichita Wolves took the fight to them. They met them really in on a trophy stat, fell back, contested lamp, contested bore. They made sure that every single inch Nocturns tried to take, they had to fight for. And Nocturns ended up not really taking many inches in general.
Dillian. Here we are. Smitty's. Oh, well, actually, forget Smitty. Freak is just in master, unchecked.
They've got no idea.
And they have no clue. On a drone in sight, Freak will get a second, and Smitty will add on. Smitty started 0-6, and now he's 6-8. I owe him an apology. Forget donuts. He might be top fragging by the end of this. And, yeah, I would say that's what I would describe as a momentum-breaking round. I mean, if you're Nocturnes, you had a lead. To lose these past 2 rounds in this fashion. Well, it looks like they're going to lose this one. I don't know. Maybe there's some magic left. Especially if Smitty just does that. Smitty, all right, you know, you got a couple kills, and that's a little adventurous. Standing at the top of red stairs. I mean, this is somewhat more winnable, but...
Okay, Mo just got shocked by a Twitch drone.
I mean, that's, what will he do? About that 1 HP.
Yep. 2 versus 3. I mean, it's still doable for Lackey and Shu. We saw him nearly bring it back in the previous round. He nearly zaps the Jaeger, too. Gas grenades start to come out from Reed. So these smokes will not delay the entire round, but delay a decent bit. There's also a C4 from Mo, but Lackey's just going to push on right through the gas. He catches Mo. What a snap. Triple kill for Lackey, looking for more. Nearly taken down. Only one bullet will kill him, but that player is prone. He ends up finding the one in Vault. Prone tries to pull out the shotgun, but he can't in time. And now Call Out, he's got the 1v1 and only needs to land one shot. And Wichita Wolves take round 10. We're tied up 5-5.
How the hell did Reed kill that guy? Reed shot the wrong person.
He did.
Okay. I mean, he's also way closer than he needed to be. I mean,
Remember when we
Jeez, Smitty.
switched our votes to Nocturns?
no, we did. We did.
Yeah, I'm saying, remember when we did that?
We did. Yeah.
Why did we do that?
I don't know. That's why I'm getting so.
Why
like,
did we doubt Smitatious?
So I'm getting disgusted right
GM.
now. Like, there's just no reason. There's just really no reason for him to be doing this.
Defenders, protect your
There's,
bombs from
that
being
I
defused
admit it.
by
That's kind of
attackers.
why I wanted to drop a donut. Is that's literally why I changed my vote. But for some reason, it's like he should have been starting all along. It's like they never needed for us.
Nocturnes did win trophy.
Why
Remember?
are you saying it like?
Because they've been getting slammed on their attacks, man.
5 seconds left.
All series. Except for Coast. Coast, they were doing okay.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Oregon are right here on Villa. It hasn't been great.
That is weird. Because on a, I'm losing my mind. On Coast, I mean, the Wolves were doing the same type of stuff, right? Like, freaking Master should not be a surprise at this point. We're like 3 hours into this. Like, the Wolves have been playing ridiculous all 3 maps, except I guess Oregon, to an extent.
Oh, Freak's gonna get away. Nade's coming in from below, too. They're going to completely miss. Slothy lands no damage. Mo and Freak look like they were about to hold a friggin' crossfire on the study door. That would have been interesting. Slothy's made his way up main. They've got a Jaeger, though, in 90 to help cover. He'll end up shooting the Iana clone, so it doesn't make it past books and cannot collect any intel on the roamers in AVG. Reminder that this site is in Trophy. This is just an extension. The attackers have now taken over a minute 15 to deal with.
Okay, well, that's not. I like your tone of voice. Like there isn't another minute and 30. They totally just lost Exxon and Freak. I don't know, Freak probably did something ridiculous again. But at least this time he's traded in Pox. I mean, it's just Trade City right now. And once again, this is the site. They're trying to clear this roam, but I wouldn't say they're succeeding.
Wait, there's only... It's just Smitty on site.
I mean, you say that like Smitty's not an absolute unit,
That's true.
which I can't believe I'm saying that. But
He's putting the shield down as we speak. So now that these roamers are no longer feeling any pressure, they're probably like, hey, the attackers are probably about to hit site. So Callout is already rotated back. Mo is in the process of rotating back. And now Nocturnes have lost their opportunity to take a 2v1 on site. They'll try and work their way up red, and it looks like maybe Red and Astro? Oh, Pox sees the holes. Will light up Smitty, but not get the kill. That's super unfortunate. We could have had an equalizer right there. Does he know about Callout in bathroom? Looks like he has a sneaking suspicion, but he's not 100% sure. His Callout continues to move up. He'll deal a lot of damage to Pox, but he can't find the kill either. Shu is alone. pushing in. He sees the shield. There's no one behind it, though. But Smitty's covering the angle. Shu does not check it. He's down to now below half. There's only 7 seconds left, and he can't even connect the shots. He'll down Mo. Smitty will land the kill. Callout finishes the round. Wichita Wolves, they now take the lead.
More importantly, they now take match point, which means a significant amount of stress is relieved from their shoulders. They're still on defense. All they do is hold firm. And dining room kitchen, where, I mean, Callout did jump out of pantry. That was pretty Mickey Mouse. But some good C4s. There was some good intel play. There was some pulse play. It will likely happen again. Maybe.
Pox on Finka. Swapped off hard breach. No hard breach, period.
They know.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
They know.
attackers.
They know what side it is, and they know what's at stake. This is an elimination. This could just be it for Nocturns. They had the gruesome injury to Sykes. Had to put in Shu R6.
Yeah.
And they are now down to this point. Their dreams, hopes, and ambitions all rest on this kitchen and dining attack. Callout's on Ella now, actually. What?
10 seconds remaining.
What a curious choice,
5 seconds remaining.
actually. What are they planning?
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Ella
Got
doesn't
a
have C4,
shield.
does she?
Oh, wait, no, she doesn't. She's got
Yeah,
Bard.
like he done Ella shotgun through the floor. I've seen that from somebody. I think it was BB. But he has the SMG.
Why does he have Barb?
Don't question the process.
It's dining, so you don't...
Is he gonna do jump out of this?
Shields are nice on dining, but I guess they're not necessary. Slothy is already dead. Freak on main stairs. First pick. That is early.
Is it? I feel like this has been a recurring issue. Freak has just been untamed. Okay, well, I guess to start this game, he was kind of he was kind of being tamed. But then, once we switched to defense, as expected, he kind of activated himself. Returned to the menace form that we know and love. And, well, she was just standing here. He's gonna hop in.
Is he gonna die to this guy in the living room? Oh,
Probably.
nearly.
Oh.
No.
What?
He ends up finding the kill on a Freak. So late refrag onto Slothy. We're back to even 4v4. Lion scan goes out. Lock those defenders in place. Smitty's positioned on Astro stairs, though. So Shu continues to push through into Bike. He'll have to worry about that Wamai. We still got this Pulse. And this is a largely horizontal horizontal attack. And there's Smitty getting that kill into Bike.
So, I want to take this time to personally apologize for Smitty for wishing a donut on his head. He's 8-3. I started talking smoke about Smitty. He went 8-3 since. You realize?
Yeah, he was 0-6 at one point.
So
That's crazy.
And keep in mind, I did not know this was going to happen. I did not envision him doing well, but he has done well enough to put Wichita Wolves in an advantageous situation on match point to perhaps survive an SCS, and it's looking like that'll be the case. Just need to find Exod. The Zofia, last alive, is gonna kill Callout. The sisters, the Ella and Zofia, they kill each other. But it's looking like this is curtains for Nocturns.
We hear the C4 ripped and try and get out. I don't even know if he hit that cam. He did not. He missed.
Okay,
Mo
no.
just
Yes.
sprints out at him from Memo and gifts his life away. But there's only 15 seconds left. Even if Exod makes it back up safe and sound, he has very little time to work with. He'll end up jumping through painting. There's someone prone on his right, and he doesn't check it. But it's not even that player. It's actually Smitty to land the final frag. How poetic. The analyst finishes the game. He ends up going 9-3. since you talked dirt on him, and it's a 7-5 win on map 3, 2-1 to the Wolves. They eliminate Nocturnes, and they'll play up against Aerial Arise Academy next.